J-Man. I am Jason, defender of geekdom. My true calling in life was revealed to me the day I had discovered YouTube. I have the power! I became J-Man, the most powerful geek in the universe. Only 3 others share this secret. My friends Steven, Owen, and Sean. Together, we defend geekdom from the evil forces of social media. J-Man.
Hello, everybody. J-Man here in the Phantom Zone. We're going to do an open chat. I'll post a link in a minute or so. Ron, how is it going, dude? Hey, no, Skeptic, it is not Ron Jeremy. Stop it. This intro makes me want to want the Hulk fist. Okay. Rings of Power episode 1 and 2 were splendid. Very overwhelming for those not familiar with Middle Earth. All the characters introduced, great pacing visuals. Love the music score. Okay, well, yeah, we'll talk about that, Ron. We will talk about Rings of Power. I know Sean's not liking it. They're not using any Tolkien stuff, and they're changing around the lore, and they're creating their own characters. And we're going to talk about all of that today. It's not good, and they've made a critical error on this thing. This is going to be a $900 million mess. Even if you like it or not, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a mess. I can foresee this. This might be a game changer for all this weird stuff that's going on. Yeah, we're gonna see. All right. So to help me discuss that, I'm gonna bring in one of our regulars. Hey, Steve.
Hey, J-Man.
I'm gonna laugh if you think I don't know, very season 5 last season. I'm gonna laugh if we don't even get the rings of no, like the problem is that so I've done a little bit more like research and thinking about this. So basically they spent $250 million. So this is what Sean reported. They spent about $250 million to get the rights to the Tolkien Return of the King appendices. That's what they got. Actually, they don't have everything because, you know, like Peter Jackson really fought with Tolkien's estate a lot. There's a big fight. And this is what people aren't really understanding about the Hobbit series. Okay, you know how they had let's say Infinity War, right? Infinity War. Infinity War is not Infinity War.
Right.
Not the comic.
Right.
It's the name. They took the name and made whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
And this is what people are hung up on with The Hobbit. They took the Hobbit name, and Peter Jackson's like, this is my last chance to put in what I can put in for this series. So he's like, yes, I'm going to adapt The Hobbit, but I'm also going to put in as much other things as I can possibly put in and make this not The Hobbit. It's the Lord of the Rings prequel trilogy.
Yep.
It's called The Hobbit, just like Infinity War is called Infinity War. And there's Infinity War isms, I suppose, right? But it's like Hobbit does adapt The Hobbit plus, right? So it gives you other things.
Yep.
So when I'm evaluating The Hobbit, like I like Lord of the Rings, I was a bit mixed on when I first saw it because I like the cartoon, and the cartoon was very fast. And then watching Lord of the Rings, you know, like at home, I think it's awesome in the theater, but at home I could relax. I could watch the extended cuts. I got into it more, and then I thought, yeah, this is a great series, right? But Hobbit, because it came after Lord of the Rings, I was prepared to be like, okay, I gotta rethink the way I'm thinking this. You know what I mean? And I watched it. I thought it was awesome. I loved all three Hobbits. So right now, the 6 films are pretty much all 10 out of 10 for me. It's like the best series because Star Wars has gone to shit. I know we can let's ignore this movie, ignore that movie. Right. But the fact is that those movies are there and they're called episode 8, 9, 10, or whatever they're called. Like, it's called episode 8. Like, it's not called, you can ignore it, but the naming of the episodes makes it part of it.
Yep.
Lord of the Rings, the 6 movies were awesome. It's The Hobbit plus other stuff. It wasn't just The Hobbit. So now, going into the Rings of Power, I watch episode 1, and 2 and 3 are The Hobbit 2 and 3. Well, that's fine, skeptic, but that's your opinion. But I mean, I don't think so at all. Like, I think they're all awesome.
I actually have more problems with the original series than The Hobbit. I don't have many problems with The Hobbit, but each of the 3 movies, the Lord of the Rings movies, I have a problem with each and every one of them.
If that seems Sean, this show would get canceled. Yeah, I know. I'm the only one watching. Yeah. Infinity Stones War. Yeah, pretty much Infinity War is great from without saying. Yeah.
Yep. Agree with that.
The Hobbit featuring Bilbo. Well, that's what it is. I was thinking Endgame. Yeah.
Yep.
Hobbits are boring. Kenobi would merch, whatever. Like, Kenobi was bad too.
Yeah, Kenobi has a lot of problems.
What's my problems? My problems is that it's like this already. I can already see this is going nowhere for Rings of Power. For Steve's problems with, or did you mean Steve's problems with the Lord of the Rings movies?
Oh, I can give you the problems. Fellowship of the Ring. There's 2. If you walked in, and I walked into that movie not having read Lord of the Rings, it is absolutely baffling. Like, I'll give you an example. Cate Blanchett's character, Galadriel, she's like, she tries to get the ring, and then Frodo doesn't give it to her, and she's like, I have passed my test. I have to go to East. I'm like, cool. What does that mean? It's just a lot, especially if you don't know the Lord of the Rings. If you've never been introduced to it, it's not a good movie to introduce you to it because you're like, what the hell is going on halftime? Two Towers, which is my favorite of the 3. My one problem is the Hobbits are in a tree for 40 minutes. It's in the book, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I don't care. Visually, they're in the tree for 40 minutes. And they kept going from Helm's Deep back to the trees. And I'm like, right. It completely cut the momentum of the story. Third one, very easy. It ends 48 times.
Yes, I don't agree with you on that point because there's a lot of things to conclude.
I know, but it felt like it kept ending, and I'm like, I feel like you could have ended it once with everything you gave me in the 48 endings.
Right.
I will say that Return of the King has the 2 most uplifting moments. One that was expected, one that was unexpected. The unexpected one is I love the scene when they're lighting the fires to go all the way back to was it Gondor or something? Yeah, Gondor or whatever.
Hey, PK, yes, we will talk about She-Hulk's twerking. I didn't even know that person that was.
Did that create a buzz?
The something Stallion. There's something called Stallion. There's a woman called Stallion. I don't know her name. She's apparently a real person. I thought they made that character for the show. So,
anyhow, so yeah, I love them lighting the fires for the the signals to get the help because you got that epic music, and Lord of the Rings has great music, and it's like and it's like they're lighting the fires, and you get to see the countryside, like you get to see how intricate that system is, and it's awesome. The other one, of course, is when they're facing that huge army, and it's a smaller army, and Viggo Mortensen's just like for Frodo, and he goes and he turns and he charges. He's not going to win, but his bravery is awesome, and he actually gets the 2 smallest warriors, who are the 2 hobbits, to follow him, even though they're all going to die. And again, that music is going, it's just blaring up. That's awesome. There's a lot to like about Lord of the Rings. I bought it on 4K, but I feel like The Hobbit moves smoother as 3 stories. Sorry.
Yeah, I like all 6 movies. To me, it's just like a total package, six film thing. I go by how many times I cared about what was going on, and I cared a shit ton.
Yeah.
Like the thing with Lord of the Rings is that, or let's say Rings of Power, is there going to be cosplaying? Is there going to be people reacting and crying? Right? Like it's like when Sam does his big thing, he's like, I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you. You know, and he's like picks them up. It's like let's do it. You know,
awesome.
Like where's that? When is that going to happen? Like even in The Hobbit, there's still pumped up shit going on, right? It's like where are those big moments going to be? They're not going to happen because they've made up a bunch of crap that no one cares about.
Well, I mean, you do have the whole opening credits, which we saw has already been done to the young.
So those I haven't seen those credits. They weren't the credits in the first episode. So I don't know if they're the credits later on.
I literally I was laughing my ass off at that.
Yeah.
Like it was just ridiculous.
Let's say hey to Jay. Is that Andrew? I think so.
That's Andrew, I believe.
And Tony, how's it going, man? And then PKL, yeah. We'll talk about She-Hulk. We'll wait for a little bit because I don't think Steve has seen She-Hulk, and we're waiting. I've got a few other people. I'm going to put a link up in the chat too if anybody wants to come in, and we could talk some She-Hulk and Rings of Power. I also did a Hellraiser video covering my thoughts on this Hellraiser business.
Yeah,
and it's a bunch of crap. Like they're pretending that they care about the big source material, but they don't give a shit about it at all. No one's read that book. I read the book.
People always justify it in one of two ways. They either say a lot of people are agreeing with me, which we've heard all the time.
Yeah,
generally it's Twitter now. Twitter's agreeing with me. Everyone on Twitter is saying this as if that's reality. Or they're saying, oh, it's close to the source material. It's close to the comic. It's close to the book.
It's close to the comic.
Yeah,
or the book. Okay, sorry. Read the book. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, all of a sudden these guys are huge traditionalists and love the source material. All of a sudden,
it's the book. Yeah. They're doing Hellbound Heart. If they're doing Hellbound Heart, they didn't cast anybody because I read the characters in this movie. They're not from Hellbound Heart. Like, are people forgetting something? They're like, oh, it's based on the thing. Okay. Hellraiser 1 is directed by Clive Barker,
who wrote the book.
The book of Hellraiser was written by Clive Barker.
Mm-hmm.
The man made the movie on his own book. He cast a man as Pinhead. What does Clive Barker think? He thinks Pinhead is a man because he cast a man in his movie. In fact, there is a female Cenobite, which is called female, which is to distinguish her from the others who are all male.
Yeah.
It's such a bunch of crap.
I know. And it's just like the problem with saying, oh, it's more like the source material is we have access to the source material. We can actually verify all that.
Oh shit! Someone read this book. Damn it! We didn't read it, but you know.
Yeah.
It's like, stop it. I've read the Hellbound Heart, and yes, in the Hellbound Heart, I can't find it. I don't know if you saw my video, Steve. I can't find the damn book.
Yeah, you can't find it.
I can't find it. I think there's another box of books that I have that I just can't find. But anywho, it's lost. Maybe I gave it away, but it feels weird that I'd give a Hellraiser book away.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like you.
That doesn't seem like I would do that, but
no.
Maybe.
That's possible.
It's possible. But yeah, anyway, so whatever. But yeah, okay, so Rings of Power. So I watched the episode. The thing is that I'm not pumped up for anything that's going on. So I never read Lord of the Rings. I read Hobbit. Only when the movie Hobbit was coming out, I read Hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
I tried reading Lord of the Rings as a kid. I had this awesome edition, which I've also lost. It was an amazing edition. The whole thing together had all the appendices, it had the maps, everything. It was a beautiful book. I can't find it. I'm going to my mom's this weekend, so I'm going to check if I've left it. Maybe I left it at my mom's house. There's a couple of boxes that are still at my mom's house that I just never brought here. Maybe I left it there. So hopefully I can find it again. So I started again. My wife got me these beater copies. This has the Rings of Power covers. And I thought that's perfect because then I could read these comfortably because they're very big books. I don't want to read like this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Right. So I'm like, you know what? I'm reading it like this.
You can break the spine. Yeah.
I can break the spine. I can flip it open. Let's get our buddy in here. Hey, Sean.
So
Sean, I can't wait. I can't wait for your Rings of Power.
Oh God, everybody's waiting for Sean's take, and then we're gonna invite people in. We can invite people in. So, my wife got me the full trilogy for my birthday, and because I don't care about this edition of it, I can break the spine. I can read it comfortably, and the pages are nice. They're very light pages, and I can read it very comfortably. So I'm about 100 pages in. So when I went to go see the 3 Lord of the Rings original films, I only saw the Bakshi Lord of the Rings, which I legit liked. I liked Bakshi's stuff. That's all I knew. That was my first introduction to Lord of the Rings. I literally saw it on VHS. I thought, oh, this looks cool. And I bought it, and I was like, well, this is the goddamn best. And I was like, what? I can't believe this doesn't end. And then I'm like, oh, it's a book. I'm like, well, I got to get this. And then I'm like, I tried reading it. I'm like, there's no way. I have to say right now, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think it's like, so far, every page has been like a masterpiece. It's like everything that happens is the best. I like the poems that they do. I like the songs they sing too. I really like the song in The Hobbit that they sang in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought that was the damn best. Anywho, but yeah, so watching the movies in theater, I thought, they're epic and awesome. And right away, now maybe because I had that cartoon experience, I was able to figure out what was going on. But right away, it starts off and it's like, okay, we got to go on this mission, right? And even if you go to The Hobbit, it's like, okay, we're going on this mission. The dwarves show up. They're like, yeah, we got to go take care of this shit. We're getting our gold back from Smaug. And then the other one is we got to go take the ring and destroy it. Oh, Sean, I want to show you this. This came in. This is the thing I was talking to you about.
Oh, cool, man.
Isn't that really?
I never owned the extended on Blu-ray, so extended Hobbit.
Whoa!
I'm going to totally watch this now, but anyway.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
My appetite's been whetted.
Oh, I got all that stuff. Okay, so anyways, so it starts off right away, and I'm like, oh man, yeah, like, we're going on this mission. I like missions. I like Conan the Destroyer. I know it's cheesy, but I like where you assemble a bunch of guys or girls. When you assemble a bunch of people and you go, all right, because now I'm an ist. If you assemble a team and then you go off on a mission, that's like it's like LXG. I know it's a cheesy movie. I don't care. You assembled a bunch of guys and you're like, we're going on this thing. It's like, oh my God, right? Fellowship of the Ring is like, that's like why that's like my favorite kind of, just because it's like, I like getting the big guys together and going off on this mission. So this show, Rings of Power, starts off and gives you their little thing or whatever. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? So Steve, you were saying it's a bit confusing for people who have never seen Lord of the Rings to watch Lord of the Rings or don't know about it. I would say this is super confusing. I don't know what the hell's going on. I know Elrond, the name, not L. Ron Hubbard, Elrond.
Yeah, Elrond, the
name. And Galadriel. Those are the only 2 names I know. And the thing is that I really liked Kate Beckinsale in those movies. And this girl just pissed me off.
Yeah.
Her face looks good. Like you look at her face and her hair, like, yeah, that could be young Kate Blanchett, right? And then as soon as the character starts saying dialogue, I'm like, no, like, why do you suck right now? And then Elrond, oh my God, Elrond was kind of a douchebag. Wasn't he like he was an ass in those movies, right? And I'm like, where's that guy? That's the guy I liked. I'm like, where's this guy? He's like, oh, I'm this loser who writes poetry. I'm like, oh my God, why are you such a loser in this movie? It's like in Lord of the Rings, you're an ass. And I liked him being an ass. Like, oh, like he like looked down on everybody and thought everybody was a loser. I'm like, yeah, they are losers. It's like, you guys are all losers.
Because Elrond, I thought was Hugo Weaving, no?
Yeah, wasn't he a dick in that movie? He seemed like wasn't he? He was kind of an ass, wasn't he?
He's dickish, yeah.
He's dickish.
I didn't find him dickish.
Oh yeah. He's got his stupid Mr. Anderson voice or whatever. Like, I'm an ass, and you guys are all trash. I'm like, yeah, this guy. He's like this.
I never felt that way.
Oh, I thought that he was dickish. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's just Hugo Weaving's.
It's Hugo Weaving. Yeah.
He just feels that way
because he was supposed to be the big wise.
I know. He felt
like
I
saw him as a wise elf too, right? But
yeah, he's a wise elf, but he seemed like he was more of a dick. I don't know. Anyways, this guy's a pansy. I'm like, who's this pansy Elrond? It's like, why is he such a loser? And then they had those Harefoots or whatever. And
not even supposed to exist, but sure.
And it's like, I don't know what that is. I guess they're pre they're
hobbits from another area.
Yes.
But
that name is in this book
in this age. So
yeah, that name is in this book, right? I look when I was reading about the hobbits.
They mentioned the Harfoots.
They mentioned them, right? I know they mentioned them.
No, they're mentioned, right? But they're not. There's no characters and stuff.
Right. So you made up a bunch of characters. Like, why not just have hobbits? Like, I mean,
because
hobbits wouldn't have been involved.
Hobbits should be involved here.
Yeah, so. They shouldn't. Yeah, the hobbits don't get involved because they hide from society and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so Sean and I talked about this yesterday. Look, the show, it's pretty nothingness. But it's Tolkien, and Tolkien. We said this 100 times yesterday. It's like Tolkien is like a scholar. You learn it in school. It's a big, like, I don't know, academic.
Scholars dedicating their lives to this.
Scholars who dedicate their lives. It's like it's like a Shakespeare thing. It's a school thing. This isn't like, oh, let's turn Iron Man woke. It's like, yeah, okay. So the 3 million people, we were talking about this the other day, my wife and I, about the Flash. And it's like, I remember people even in my streams here saying, oh, the Flash, there's like, oh, 1 million people watch the Flash. I'm like, 1 million people? It's like 60 million tuned in for Friends finales. Yeah. And so like, it's like
1 million is a hit in Canada.
1 million is a hit if I was on, channel 10 or something.
Yeah.
Right? Like that'd be like we're retiring now because we're a hit. We can't do any better than this. It's like 1 million people don't mean shit. It's like you need to have a ton. Anyways, so 2 million Iron Man fans will be pissed off that Iron Man's woke. Tolkien is like a worldwide phenomenon. It's not nerdy Star Trek.
And for generations he's been. It's not like new. It's not like 2008 Iron Man. All these people found Iron Man. No one knew Iron Man was a real character.
Now we made it woke.
It's been 90 years, I think, since.
Yeah, like Tolkien stuff. And this is why I thought this was a phenomenally bad idea. If they weren't going to adapt the Silmarillion or some of the unfinished tales, this was not going to hit well, because if you don't read, and I think Children of Turn, I think that's his son. That was a pretty good book.
It was good, yeah.
But like, honestly, it's like, and I'm going to use a very strange analogy here. Robert Ludlum, the Bourne identity, Bourne writer. Yeah. So if you read the Bourne books, they are, and there's only 3 of them. It is, Bourne Identity and whatever. There's no Legacy or any of the other thing, or Jason Bourne. It's just the original 3 stories, Ultimatum, and Supremacy. They follow a definite timeline, right? And they follow a definite story. And I read a book afterwards, I think it was Bourne Legacy, and it was by another writer, and it was trash. Because it's just like it's hard to pick up someone else's work and try and continue that thread. And it's the same here. Like, if it's not Tolkien, if it's not him or it's not his son who took up his work and wrote Children of Turn, then you're done. You can't replicate it. You can't. I'm sorry. You should try it if it adapted to Silmarillion or one of his stories that wasn't done. Why create something totally different that's just going to alienate everyone? It's a bad idea.
And if you're going to do that, man, you better be on the top of your game. You better bring some super high quality stuff to say, yeah, I didn't adapt Tolkien, but oh man, I've got a pretty cool idea. What do you guys think? This show is nothingness. It's like it's generic. Around. It's generic, right?
It's derivative of a whole bunch of other. It's like it's derivative of Game of Thrones, of course.
Of course, yeah.
It's like that whole area where the elves are. That they're guarding that area and they're told to leave.
Yeah,
that's straight out of that. That's not Tolkien. Like that whole area was made up for this show. I can't remember what they call it. But that whole scenario is directly from Game of Thrones. Where they're guarding the walls and nothing's really happening. So there's like, it's not really manned as much or whatever, right? There's a lot of Xena Warrior Princess in here. Where I guess every episode she's just gonna fight a monster, just to fight one.
And then like it's like her guys leave. Like, I'm so tired of this. It's like, oh, we've been with you, but now we're not going any further. It's like, Okay, that doesn't happen.
But why are they doing that?
Where's the people?
Why are they so doubting of her? It's so on the nose what they want to do here.
Right.
It's like she's walking around, she's beating up guys. Right. It's like, and everyone's like, we shouldn't go on further. It's like, I'm gonna go because I'm the man of action here. Rah! And then she like beats up, and then they're having trouble with that cave. The cave troll in Fellowship of the Ring, like, destroyed the Fellowship. It's like those the Fellowship was like annihilated by that thing, and they had such trouble with it. They defeated it, but the thing was that like here it's like this troll fights a few guys, kills one of them, I think, and then she comes in just like 3 strokes. I was counting. And
she does an action pose after she wins. It's like, no.
She has an action pose, yeah.
Like, no, that's.
And then she goes back and it's like, we gotta deal with Sauron. And they're like, I don't know about this Sauron thing. It's like, why are they all doubting her like a bunch of horror movie cops? Like, what is this crap?
That's what I thought.
It's just manufactured dissent to go along a generic track of like, she's the hero. Everyone's gonna doubt her because they're men and she's a woman, right? And all this bullshit. She was never a commander of anything in the books, right? Her husband is nowhere to be found in this, so they wrote him out. They wrote like her kid out. It's like her husband is the one calling all the shots in the books, but here it's like it's her, and it's so generic, like to me. And also, like, so I only saw the first episode.
Me too.
I didn't get a chance to watch the rest of the second one. I just saw the first few seconds of the second one. I don't know how this was a pilot for anything. It's not compelling. It's not interesting.
Right.
It's like people are just dawdling around. And it's funny because I think that one village gets ransacked at the end only because they're looking down on a village that's burnt up. So I'm like, I guess that's what just happened. I don't know. But that would have been a compelling beginning. So to rally everyone, and we're going to go on this quest where it's like, we're going to take the first event.
I said and that's your first
episode, right?
Dude, I said the same thing.
All that happens is they squeeze black milk out of a cow.
I know.
They're like, I think there's something's weird. And then they still doll around and talk. It's like, look, the acting is bad. It's bland at best. Because they didn't get like big professionals or anything. They got like has been like freaking like newcomers, and like all of them, like the Galadriel woman, the elf man or whatever that loves that one peasant woman or whatever. Right. He's playing it like he's a Vulcan, and it's like you're a freaking elf. It's like even the elf that's talking to him has way more emotion to him. Yep. And he's like, why are you a block of wood? What is this shit? And it's like, can you not see when you're watching the dailies? Like, oh God, I'm like a robot or something. It's like someone.
I thought so too. I thought he was a Vulcan. I'm like, I think they've got the ears and they thought, it's a Vulcan thing. I'm
it's a Vulcan. Okay, yeah, I get it. Vulcan.
I get it, Vulcan, right. Though J.J. Abrams didn't get it, but anyway.
Yeah.
He didn't get
it. I was baffled. I saw people saying it was boring. I'm like, I can't. Come on, it's the first episode. It was bad. Like I'm trying to watch the second one, and listen, I get it. That guy is supposed to be Gandalf. F that. It's like Gandalf falls from the sky. What are you talking about? It's like,
is that supposed to be Gandalf?
What are you doing?
I didn't get that.
Listen. Since the dawn of time, storytelling is one thing and one thing only. It's a set of rules followed by everyone, all human beings around the world. Like Journey to the West, Mahabharata, the Bible. It's like heroes' journeys and like people like overcoming obstacles, etc. is like storytelling. Every color of human being, every culture around the world since the dawn of time. What
message?
Why are you reinventing the wheel with, we're going to go boring here, not build up to anything, not develop any characters and set them in the first episode? Why would you do that? You have $1 billion at your disposal, and it's like, it doesn't matter how much money you have. We've seen time and time again, they have like millions and millions of dollars that they pour into a show, and it sucks. Sequest DSV, that one James Cameron hero woman show. I can't remember what it was called. Like Crow or Raven or something. I can't remember what that show was called.
The Raven's
I can't remember what it is because no one cares. And it was like a $5 million freaking
There's Dark Angel. Like, you talking about that
Dark Angel.
I think that's what it was. No one gives a shit. It's like, you can pay as much money as you want. You need to tell a story. And it's not freaking hard. You just have to learn a craft. That's all. You have to learn a craft, read things, write, and continue writing until you're good. But this is bullshit. It's like there's nothing.
Too many
there's
characters.
Nothing compelling. What's the forward propulsion of this show after that one episode?
I don't get. Nothing.
What, Gandalf falls from the sky? Then what? Nothing.
I didn't get that was Gandalf either.
No, you know what? I figured it was. But,
okay, so no,
but it has nothing to do with. That's not what happens in the books.
Yeah, the thing is that again, it's not the books. Okay, so now you're gonna alienate people, but then he didn't do anything. Yeah, she's kind of like, it starts off like, okay, I literally said this too. I was watching this and I was like, listen, Conan the Barbarian, my favorite movie. Starting a movie where an entire village is destroyed is that's how you get shit going in a movie. So we saw that thing. So I was like, why didn't they start? I said the same thing as you said. I'm like, they should have started with that. They should have had some big guy come in and kick the shit out of everybody. You're like, oh, that's the villain. Oh, okay. And then you cut to Galadriel or whatever, and she's like, oh, I'm trying to figure this stuff out. Like, introduce your main person and have them run into other characters and join up. Yeah. Like, I like that Lord of the Rings. It does bring you in slowly. It's Gandalf first.
Yeah.
With the hobbits, just Frodo, and they're talking, and Sam joins, Merry and Pippin. They slowly join up. And because it's 4 hobbits, you get hobbits. Like, you understand them because of what you've already seen from Frodo and just the Shire.
Yeah.
And then you meet the other guys. Like, this is supposed to be like they're trying to make this like, Dallas or something. Like, there's all these epic things going on. You're like, I know, but I don't care about any of these people.
No, but it's like basic storytelling. Even Silmarillion, like, it was an outline, right? But right. Silmarillion is what's his name? Morgoth, Melkor, same guy. He teams up with Ungoliant. Ungoliant brings down the trees. They don't show that here. The trees just go out because they don't have the rights to Ungoliant. So she pulls down the trees. Melkor steals the Silmarils. And Fëanor and his sons make an oath to get them back. That's it. That sets off the events. After that, then there's a quest. So everyone's fighting Morgoth for these things, and all sorts of shit happens. They show the War of Wrath here, but they don't show the players. They just show it briefly with those dragons and stuff. So the dragons are his big secret weapon at the end of that war, and they almost eradicate everybody. But then this dude in a flying ship. And look, Silmarillion's awesome. This dude in the flying ship and these eagles come and they kill off the dragons, and then they defeat Morgoth. All that stuff. I'm surprised they even had his name in here because I don't think he's mentioned in the appendices. They don't mention not Fingolfin. Who's the brother? Steve. He dies. The brother in this pilot. They don't mention his name. Yeah. But like I thought it was
like her. You're talking about Galadriel's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead in the beginning or whatever.
In the books, he gets he defeats a werewolf but dies as a result. That's awesome too. Why wouldn't they have that? It's like they should have gotten the rights for the Silmarillion.
I don't know. Like everyone has screamed for the Silmarillion to be done. That was the next one.
Everyone was asking. Freaking what's his name? Like after he made the Hobbit, he was like, next is Silmarillion, right?
Yeah.
Finrod, thank you, Owen. Finrod fights a werewolf and dies in the end.
I think they do say the name, and I think
did they say his name?
They may have said it.
Yeah.
Hey, Owen, thanks for dropping in, buddy. Make sure everyone is subscribed to the Action Elite. The link is in the description of this video and all my other videos in case if you miss it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's just nothing happens. I don't care. It's just like you're watching it and it looks pretty. Like, oh, that looks nice. Oh, that's cute. That's a cool village, and that looks cool. And they've got like swords and stuff, and there's the armor and everything. And it's like, okay, but I don't care. Like, how can there not be a quest? I thought that was the whole damn point of all of this stuff. Like, I don't get it. Like, that's why I like these movies. Like, that's what I want. I'm willing to accept, because I'm not a Lord of the Rings. Remember, I'm only reading it now. So I'm 90 years late to I'm 70 years late to Lord of the Rings. I did read The Hobbit.
Yeah.
So 70 years late to Lord of the Rings. So, but I'm intrigued and I like fantasy. I like D&D. I like all that stuff. So I'm the target audience for this show, but you're not pumping me up. Yet again, just like the Kenobi stuff, just like even She-Hulk, where is the stuff where I'm supposed to stand up and be like, God damn, yeah. Like there's nothing. And there's no big speed. Like Lord of the Rings has the, you shall not pass. It has pumped up moments like that. But then it has cool creatures, but then it has heart to it too, where you're like, oh yeah, that was awesome, right? Everything Sam says is the best. It's like, where's that here? There's not even a hint of it ever coming. Okay, it's only the first episode, sure. But I don't think it's happening because this is, how long was this? An hour?
It was 65 minutes, yeah. So episode 1.
This was 1 hour.
Yeah.
So Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah.
Take the first hour of that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, right? The first hour of that sucker.
Well, they went to Weathertop. They were in the Shire.
Yeah, there's tons of, but no, hold on. Because this is like 12 Angry Men. I'm on to something here. If we took the Lord of the Rings trilogy extended, how many hours is that? Is that 12 hours? Would you say? Are they 4 hours a piece?
No, I think they're 10. I think it's 10 hours. 10 or 11.
Okay, so let's say it's, would you say it's 10 hours for sure?
Yeah.
Is there going to be 10 episodes of this?
Yes, season 1's 10.
Okay. At the end of this 10 episodes, are you telling me we're going to have Lord of the Rings quality of storytelling and action and character?
No.
That is not happening because we're 1/10 in to the Lord of the Rings trilogy and we're 1/10 into the Power of the Ring or Rings of Power or whatever. I don't even know what it's called.
Rings of Power? Yeah.
Rings of Power.
Rings of Power, geez. There's no comparison. Like if you do the math, it's not happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. So Galadriel seems to have Fëanor's.
Yeah, Fëanor's arc, yeah. But she's not after Morgoth though. She's after Sauron. And we know how that ends up because Lord of the Rings. So I don't really know.
Yeah, this is why The Hobbit actually, when you watch the prequels, if you watch Lord of the Rings, then you watch the Hobbit trilogy and you didn't read The Hobbit, and you didn't care how it came first, it doesn't have anything to do with anything. It's like it's just its own cool quest. Like I like that it's just like an adventure on its own, and then you can link it up through the ring. It's like it doesn't really matter. You're just with the dwarves going to get their gold or whatever. Yeah, it's about 12. You think? I don't know exactly, but let's say it's 10. We'll say it's 10 hours. So when this show is done, Rings of Power, when Rings of Power is done, it's going to be the same length as the Lord of the Rings trilogy. There is no way that they're going to have as much awesome stuff. Like the first hour of Fellowship is like super cool. Like getting your guys together. This is getting your people together. Are they all men? Oh yeah, they're all men anyway. So good. I can say that. Man. Of course, the men got to take care of business around here.
Yeah, that's why these guys are like, oh, it's got to be fixed now.
It's got to be fixed now because it's got to be women or whatever. Galadriel should team up with the girl from Prey, and
there you go.
They should do like a team up, like with all these different.
They could take on the world.
Basically, this is yet again another fail. Now, the good news is that I think it's a hyper fail, and I think people are really.
I don't know. There's some really bad, high-profile reviews.
Yeah.
I think it's London Times or somebody, and also Entertainment Weekly was the famous one because they're the ones promoting it. And then this one guy,
and they're making shit.
Yeah, they gave it a bad. Yeah. That somehow got leaked. I think they're like, oh shit, we get out a bad review. Wait, take that review, guys. It's too late. It's out there now. You've said it because it's boring.
Well, the thing too is, I look, we always say it. Steve, you always say it. Like we're swimming with an embarrassment of riches. We're awash in media, and it's like I don't have, like I come home from work and I have maybe 2 or 3 hours of recreation time, and that's it. And it's like. I watch a bad pilot. I haven't seen the second episode yet.
Yeah, me neither.
And I'm like, should I dedicate another 7 hours or something to this thing? Or watch the million other things streaming, all my thousands of DVDs and Blu-rays. Should I play a video game? Should I read a book? Should I read one of the thousands of comic books I have? I have a lot of choices. Yep. So I don't need you. You need me. So why don't you sell me on this?
Exactly.
It's like I watch this. I know they're trying to rely on the IP, but they have to stop doing that and tell stories again. I don't know how storytelling basics are gone now. Every Marvel show is bad because they don't set anything up properly. And there's no forward momentum in anything.
Hold on. And
anything was baffling. They had to repeat the same plot twice. They had to kidnap Leia. They rescued her. Great. Then they kidnap her again.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of a story is that?
In your spare time while not watching these garbage show, you can watch one of these great movies that we're going to be having a versus tournament on. Here is the round one team ups here, just to let everybody know.
J-Man showing off the graphic he made.
I made this graphic last night. Yeah. Space Mutiny versus Battle Beyond the Stars. We're going to have Space Raiders versus the Ice Pirates. We're going to have Yor versus Krull. We're going to have Star Crash versus Galaxina. We're going to do Galaxy of Terror versus Forbidden World. We're going to do Saturn 3 versus Outland. Metal Storm versus Space Hunter. Enemy Mine versus Arena. So anyone who wants to be a part of this, it's going to be open. Come on in. That's going to be round one, and then those guys will qualify. And once they qualify, they'll go into the brackets.
Yeah.
So the qualifying
most of the people
round.
On here have never heard of these movies.
Sorry?
Most of the people watching this have never heard of these movies.
No, that's not. I've had a lot of people. I've got people messaging me saying I got to be on. One guy wants me on all of them. I said, if you can make it, you can make it.
Yeah.
So no, people are. So this is that. There's the better graphic, but yeah, this is the first.
That Krull poster is so iconic. Your eye is just drawn immediately to it.
Oh, Krull is awesome.
I'm telling you right now, Sean. If you and I end up on the Krull one, we're not going to agree. I'm going to tell you that.
I love Krull, but the Krull is boring, man.
No. I don't know how
the horse scene is like 10 minutes. It's like,
you and I shared a moment with the sword and the sorcerer that they will never take that moment away from us. But like, I can't agree with you on Krull, man. I don't know. I can't.
It's in the Canadian Criminal Code, eh? Yeah. Like there's legal precedent setting cases in law.
Exactly.
That says it all, man. So yeah,
Enemy Mine is
Skeptic hasn't seen Enemy Mine. Stop it. He doesn't even know what it is.
Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean that everyone else.
No, I know Skeptic hasn't seen it.
No.
I've seen more than Nurse Strange. I don't know what Nurse Strange is, but I'm not looking it up because I can guess what it is. All right, so let's talk about Shulky, which is what they used to call her in the comics. They won't say that now. Did you watch She-Hulk episode 3? Anybody, or am I the only one?
No.
Oh my god!
I'm done.
It goes back to what Sean was saying, in that you only have so much time and you don't want to waste it on garbage.
And it's like the shortest one, but I can't.
Sean's gonna watch it. I know he's gonna just watch it.
Eventually, maybe, but I can't, man. Everyone lost their shit over this last one, and that Paul Chato guy said, "I'm done. I'm not reviewing it."
Yeah, I saw that.
You know what? Then if this guy's done, and I'm done too.
Stop it.
But guess who shows up for no reason at all to get his grandstanding and hot dogging in? You, man.
That's the best one, man.
Yeah, that is.
Mine is good.
Guess who shows up for no reason at all? This guy right here.
Hot dogging.
Hot dogging, your grandstanding.
Hot dogging and grandstanding.
Oh my god.
God.
Ooh, I picked up I got a Bailey figure today, so
cool.
That's exciting. But this is not her current outfits. I need her in her current outfit.
The white jacket.
White jacket. Oh, she's got the white jacket here, but it's not the official proper white jacket.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so She-Hulk episode 3. Well, it sucked, obviously.
I was just watching it. I'm just.
Oh wow.
It was awful so far.
Where's Josh's comment? I lost it in all the comments here. This was so funny. So her boss was saying you have to be She-Hulk to defend Abomination, and then in court, but then she's defending him in front of like a panel of parole officers as Jennifer Walters. It's like, well, I thought you were supposed to be She-Hulk.
Right.
They don't even remember their own thing that they wrote.
No.
Like, oh my god,
they're so concentrating on their message that they don't really care about the storytelling.
Message.
What
that women are better? What?
Yes.
Yeah, the women are better.
Oh yeah,
women are always abused by
has
society,
been
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's so.
No, like this show and all the other Marvel shows, like Falcon Winter Soldier and all that stuff, they get new people and they're like, we're giving people a shot, right? And it looks like you're giving people a shot because none of them know fundamentals or anything. And it was the same with the newer director for Kenobi. Like it was shot flat. Everything was just like straight on and crappy. And it's the same thing with this Rings of Power. Like you know the story behind these two, right? The two guys running that show.
No, Rings of Power.
If you look at their IMDb page, they have almost no credentials before this.
Oh,
they didn't do anything. What happened was J.J. Abrams recommended them to Amazon.
That's great.
They're Bad Robot alumni. And then they know nothing about running a show, and they were handed the most expensive show in history.
You know
You
what?
want some advice? Take your fancy clothes and your black silk underwear and go back to Disneyland.
Who was on drugs enough to give like one of the greatest IPs to like just some random Joe? Like what the fuck?
Well, it's JJ, right? And like,
I
he's
figured out
like,
drugs.
Spielberg was buddies with JJ, right? Or he was like, "Oh, JJ is great," or something. Like he said something about JJ, and I figured out Spielberg would actually be doing. He knows JJ is garbage, and he's like, "If this is the pinnacle of filmmaking, no one's ever going to make movies as good as movies I used to make."
What happened with the Halo show? Because I thought he was directing that. That was awful. It was an awful show. It made no sense in the lore and stuff, and it was a whole thing.
JJ got paid $100 million to produce nothing. He did.
Well, he's not behind the show though, but it
was like in the span of 2 years or some shit, like recently.
Yeah. But it's so funny because he ruined like Star Trek, he ruined Star Wars, he's about to ruin, he was gonna ruin DC, and now he's sending acolytes out. So like
he was already ruined by Snyder.
To ruin like Tolkien. like what the hell, man?
He's going.
How can you? I don't know. I kind of doubt that JJ would do it worse than Snyder, but
I don't know.
It's debatable, honestly.
Oh, I think JJ could do it worse than Snyder. The worst thing I've seen so far is frigging hyperspace as a weapon. I still have to this day not figured that out. How is hyperspace a weapon?
No, that's not how it works.
We have to do like, that would be really tough. Like, what's worse? But like, the thing is like Zack Snyder ruined the characters, but JJ ruined the character. He ruined.
JJ made a seed of nothing, and nothing could really grow from that.
Right.
So that's his superpower. Whereas Snyder puts his grumpy objectivism on everything, so no one can be heroic. So that's his thing. When you combine forces, then
Okay, I think, you know what I'm going to say. I sent the link, Arkham. It's in the chat. I think JJ is worse. You know why?
Yep.
Because Zack Snyder, you can find something for him. See, the problem is like what his weaknesses are and you know what his strengths are.
Yeah.
So you put him to 300.
JJ is a hack in everything.
Everything he's ever done.
His original stuff, like Super 8's terrible.
Sucker Punch was all right.
I like Sucker Punch. I like 300 and I like Watchmen. So Watchmen does suit Zack Snyder's style. So this 300. but Superman doesn't. Neither is Justice League. Justice League should be about hope and teamwork and heroism. Right? And all of that's gone. So that's trash. So he's trash for that. But JJ's trash in any genre. You give him anything, you're like, oh yeah, I'll make this crappy. What genre do you want? It's like
it's almost the same. Like it's like it defies explanation how someone could be that bad that consistently across that many IPs, like original stuff, like stuff that's been around forever, like sequels, trilogies. Like he sucks in every facet that you can think of.
Maybe he's just trying to suck.
I'm gonna give Arkham a great intro here. Let's.
Yeah, I just got back from class.
Oh, awesome.
Oh my goodness.
It's
I'm in college, so like it's very late.
Yeah, it's inconceivable how JJ. Yes, I agree.
What do you think about that?
I agree with that.
Wow.
That'd be nice.
Oh, he would. I think he would do a good Batman, honestly. No, wait, he already did a Batman. And what am I saying?
Yeah, his Batman looks okay, but he's a trash character.
Yeah, never mind. I take that.
No, Spawn.
Okay, but sure.
Now, Spawn. What do you think? This is very interesting.
Yeah, I mean the imagery would be down.
Yeah,
and that sort of bleak attitude.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Like, I think that's the one.
Yeah.
That's
Did you
that or what's his name? Jonah Hex. He would have been good at too.
I thought you were going to say Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill would be preferred, yeah.
Or like Constantine or something like of that.
Yeah,
like
Constantine.
Swamp Thing. These kinds of characters.
Yeah,
I don't know about Swamp. I don't know about Constantine.
Not sure about Constantine.
Yeah,
it's got to be a darker thing.
You have to find someone with the Justice League Dark characters that like that with Constantine's a magical character like Dr. Fate, Zatanna. You have Swamp Thing. You have all these characters within the Justice League Dark realm and everything. You have to find someone knows the characters, but like is good with it, because I just feel like Zack Snyder wouldn't be the right person for those characters. It's not like towards bias or anything like that towards him. It's just I just think you can find someone that's not Zack Snyder to do it. Because like in general, there's tons of directors. You have tons of talent directors that could do a Justice League Dark movie with Swamp Thing, Constantine, and everything like that. And I think it could be good. I know there was a project with Justice League Dark. I forgot the director's name.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, like
he would be good for Justice League Dark. That's
he would been good.
I don't think Zack can handle too many. Well, Watchmen was still pretty good.
Watchmen was pretty good,
but that's a cut.
But that was a trace job. I always say that.
Yeah, it's a cut and paste or whatever, or a trace job or whatever.
Yeah, like too many characters. Like here's the thing: like you can have like too many characters is not like. I feel like you need someone expertise of doing like a lot of characters in a movie. Like I don't know if there's a lot of movies that people do like tons of characters.
Very few.
Avengers is good.
Yes, Avengers. Like you have to find that kind of director that is good to do those kind of stories with Justice League Dark. Like I don't know who it is.
Okay, did you guys who watched I was gonna call it the Dead Zone? What the hell's that movie called? The Vegas Dead or something? Was Zack Snyder's
Valley of the Dead?
No, Zack Snyder's garbage. His
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead. Right, I don't know. They should
call it Snyder fans that are saying it's great.
They should call it Vegas of the Dead or something. Anyways,
that'd be awesome.
Army of the Dead. That had a lot of characters, and they all sucked ass, and it was trash. I don't remember anything except that most of it didn't make any sense.
It looked like a cheap TV movie.
It's awful. It's actually awful. And people pretended it was good for 5 minutes, and they never mentioned it again.
They never mention it again.
All of the Zack
Snyder fans are not. They're only fans of the dour DC movies, and that's it.
They're not fans of DC. It's like they're all like, yeah, Zack Snyder, the best. It's a masterpiece. And it's like,
are you going to follow him on his career now? No,
no, right, exactly. Yeah, nobody.
They only like Zack Snyder because he did DC.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
he did because he ruined DC.
I mean, anyone who's a Snyder fan, I challenge them to like Sucker Punch because that's his most original film.
That's his only original movie.
Here's the issue too. Like, you have a vision. Like, I know people want the Ben Affleck movie, but here's like I don't have a problem. You could have Ben's Batman movie, but here's comes the problem. I had this argument where someone's willing to destroy someone else's vision just to get that. It's like, then what was the point of the Snyder Cut is to bring out Zack's vision, basically. So they're acting like the
they
opposite.
got Zack's vision.
No, I'm just saying they're acting like the opposite of what they were doing to bring the Snyder Cut. They wanted to see the Justice League version, and now because that's out, I'm using the Batman universe for example. We don't have Ben's Batman, but a lot of people want the Batman universe vision to be canceled just to get Ben's Batman. Like, not a lot of people, not a lot of people have to like what Matt Reeves is doing, but I think that goes against.
I mean, I'm fine with that personally. But.
I'm saying that goes against everything that they were fighting for the Snyder Cut.
Oh, I get.
Well, what they were fighting for was just specifically Zack Snyder's vision, and not altruistic vision. As a whole.
I mean, I would personally rather see Ben Affleck than Matt Reeves, but.
Well, look,
but that's not my point. I was saying.
I get your point. I'm sorry.
Look here. No, the big problem is this. There shouldn't be 14 Batmans. There shouldn't be 14 timelines.
No.
There should be one Batman that is all the time for our generation, whosever generation this is now. You know why everyone says Christopher Reeve is the best? Because firstly, he is the best. But secondly, he was around a long time, promoted stuff. People grew up thinking that is the real Superman.
Yeah.
Before that, there was George Reeves and Christopher Reeve. But George Reeves with an S, he was Superman to people. Like
for a decade.
Not like, he's a pretty good super. No, they're like, no, that's fucking Superman. There's nobody else. Oh, but there's this other. No. There's George Reeves. That is who Superman is. And I had an argument with a guy at work. His name was Rick, older guy. He's like, oh, it's George Reeves as Superman. I'm like,
I understand that.
And I understand that. And I was like,
he grew up with that, yeah.
And he goes, it's 5 seasons. It's like every day after school, I'd go home and watch. I'm like,
right.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't argue that, yeah.
And you can't argue that. It's like, that's Superman. And then we had Christopher Reeve, who was awesome. And then that is now Superman for those Sean and I age and Steve's age or whatever.
Yeah.
Who's the Superman now? There's nobody. It's like, well, it was this guy for 2 movies, then it was this guy for 1 movie, but they didn't like that movie, so they got another one. Now there's this TV Superman guy. Well, they don't really like him that much, or he's okay, I guess. I don't know. Well, I want this guy back. What's happening here? The Superman, every time you add another Superman, you're diminishing it. It's like it's like now right now, if you have so my niece and nephew are turning 4 next month. Yeah. Let's say when they're like 5 or 6, what am I going to show them?
I guess the next Superman
I'm going to show them Christopher Reeve because there's nobody else. Because they're going to watch them.
And they're good for kids. They're good for kids.
Now, I saw DC Super Pets.
About that.
I saw Super Pets in the theater, right?
Oh, you did?
With my niece and nephew.
Did you like it?
Oh, well, they're 3, right? So they're like, this is awesome. And when Superman gets injured, and my niece was sitting next to me. She's like, "Oh no!" She was like so worried. I was like, "It's okay." I was like, "He'll be okay." And I was like, "No, he's not okay." I'm thinking, let me explain the way films work. This is just a setup. See, they need to get Crypto to be the main guy. So Superman's gonna be injured for a while, but they'll team up at the end. Like she doesn't know. She's just like, "Oh no!"
Oh my god!
And then the best.
Oh, the ambulance!
And I'm like, "He's fine." She's like, "No, he's not. He's hurt." I was like, well, I guess you're right. He technically is. He is hurt.
It would have been funnier if you lost it because of that. Oh my god! What the hell?
Superman's hurt. So anyway, that'll be Superman for her for 5 minutes, And the way that you reinforce that is to constantly see. That's why animation works well, because you can constantly have animation.
Yeah, animation is top
tier,
to
be Superman,
honest.
right?
Well, it's funny because you could almost argue that for some parts of a generation, Kevin Conroy was their Batman because he was the voice of Batman, and he continues.
Well, they constantly want him to be the voice in like cartoons and video games.
Yeah, even to this day, they like no matter who's Batman, it's always gonna be Kevin Conroy that people love. Like, no matter if it was whatever when Batman miniseries started, they still want Kevin Conroy back as Batman.
Well, I've seen conversations on YouTube where they say, you know, they include Mark Hamill when it comes to like who's the best Joker.
Right.
Mark Hamill was only the voice, but yeah, to a generation that is Joker.
Right? That is Joker.
Yeah, to me, like it's always got to be Kevin Conroy and Joker. Like I always liked the animated series. Then what got it was the Arkham games where you had Joker and Batman, and it's like it was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, hey Jordan, how's it going? Doing heroic gangster. Thank you guys for popping in. Okay, so let's do some She-Hulk beating. Let's beat
did you like the ending?
Well, my favorite part of She-Hulk was where nothing happened. Oh wait, that was my least favorite. So the entire episode was my favorite because nothing happened.
so this, episode 3, right?
I'm going to tell you what happened in episode 3.
Okay, I don't care.
It was talking.
Yeah, it seems like it. It's so boring. I think I'm like 15 minutes in.
Now, Steve, out of all of us, I'm going to say yes, even more than Sean, I think. But Sean, you could fight this if I'm wrong. Steve, more than all of us, has the most comic book Hulk experience. Or Sean, do you think you have more than Steve?
Well, Steve's been reading them up to like 400, so.
Yeah, so you're right. Sean's tapped out. I've tapped out. I only know Grey Hulk, so I'm tapped out.
Yeah.
So Steve, when you were reading Hulk, and we all read Hulk as the top row read Hulk as a kid too. So when we were all reading all of us reading Hulk as a kid and She-Hulk and all that stuff, and when She-Hulk came in, now were you ever dreaming of the day when there would be a She-Hulk TV show where you could finally see her not be She-Hulk and talk for 30 minutes?
I mean, exactly. It's everyone has fallen in love with dialogue. I don't know, and I don't know. I'm actually starting to think I should start blaming Kevin Smith.
Oh my god!
Because Kevin Smith, his entire filmmaking way is he will film two people talking for an hour and a half. That's what Clerks is in black and white. Two people talking through the entire freaking thing, right? Like and chasing it. I like chasing.
At least
it.
there's clever dialogue, though. This is
not clever dialogue. There, the trick was it wasn't there to advance a story.
That's true.
It was there to be clever and fun. Right?
You know what it is?
To basically show off his bullshit skill.
Right. That's
I
what
honestly think there's no vision anymore with like television shows and setting them up. I honestly think there isn't. No,
like that was one of my problems with Rings of Power. There's dialogue in it, but it's like you tune out because it's about nothing. They're not advancing a story because there is no story. It's like it's so bad. Like there's an art to writing dialogue.
Yeah.
And once again, like that show is like it's like what's the dialogue here? It's like
are you talking about Lord of the Rings?
Like Elfman and the woman, but like I don't know. It's like you can get that in like a couple lines of dialogue. You don't need like 2 or 3 scenes of them talking with each other and shit, right?
I watched it. Like this is just my personal opinion. I like House of the Dragon better.
I didn't watch House of the
Dragon.
The
problem is though is that we have all and J-Man and Sean more than me, but I've seen my fair share. We've all seen epic quest stories. Yeah. So we know the setup now. We know what an epic quest story looks like. And if you don't set it up and start doing it right away and get it out the door as soon as you can, we know it's not going to work.
Yeah.
It's just like if you've seen enough of them. Now, if you start watching, it's like nothing's happening. Like every Fellowship of the Ring, Krull, which Sean still thinks is boring. Everything that is like an epic Excalibur, right? Everything is set up and it goes like J-Man was saying, like Conan, like it starts with a village being destroyed. Boom, you're in, right? Conan.
Yeah, his mom, the village is destroyed, and his mom is decapitated in front of him, and his father is eaten by dogs.
There you go.
Eaten by dogs.
And then Thulsa Doom steals his sword and uses his father's sword to cut off his mother's head. And then Conan grows up pushing that wheel of pain for 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, this is like, it's like, well, I'm pretty much on his side.
But it's also setting up that, like, we know what's going to happen. It's going to be a painstaking, and it might be like the Northman, where he gets in there and he doesn't immediately look for revenge. But it sets it up, right? You know where it's going to go. You know what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. If not, and I haven't seen the Lord of the Rings show because the Rings of Power, because again, like I said, if you're not doing the Silmarillion, you've lost me immediately.
Yeah, what's the point?
You've lost me. Like it's not like I'm out from the go, because that is just such an obvious thing to do. If you don't do that, that's terrible.
Where is this in the timeline?
No, it's not part of it, Skeptic. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
I thought it was like a prequel or something.
Look, the Lord of the Tolkien fans who are worldwide, they're not a bunch of nerds who like Star Trek. It's like, which is also worldwide. This is worldwide for like 90 years. So the Tolkien fans are like, this is not anything to do with any of this Tolkien stuff that we know about.
Yeah.
And then the non-Tolkien fans are like, well, this is just boring anyways. So who wins? Like, there's no winners in this.
Yeah.
It's the same with She-Hulk. If you like She-Hulk comics, and I read the first 12, or now 13, I think I read a couple more. Yeah. You're like, this is not the John Byrne She-Hulk, which is they said it was going to be. So it's not the John Byrne She-Hulk. Okay, it's not the John Byrne She-Hulk. That's fine. Maybe it's a really cool show, but it's not. She-Hulk fights the Wrecking Crew. It's very dark. You can't see. She fights the Wrecking Crew. The
what? A Wrecking Crew? Is that in the third one?
Yeah, but it's a joke Wrecking Crew. They're just a bunch of like homeless guys, and they just get beat up.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah, they just get beat up. Yeah, no, literally, they're just a bunch of punk kids who have these things.
I
holy crap.
Yeah, and they just get beat up. So then, anyways, but it's a 1 second fight. I'm like, where is the She-Hulk battles? The Incredible Hulk is an action-oriented character. He doesn't turn into Hulk and play chess, although he does now. Why do you think nobody likes Smart Hulk? Because I want to.
Yeah,
Smart Hulk. Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk is, you're a little kid. Why do kids like the Hulk? Well, because you're having a bad day. You want to grow big and strong and punch crap and destroy shit. That's why little kids like Hulk. Why do teenagers like Hulk? Because they're pissed off at their parents. They want to turn to something green and smash shit. Why do adolescents like Hulk? Because they're pissed off at school and they hate the kids around them and they want to turn big and beat the shit out of guys. Why do adults like Hulk? Because they have a crap day at the office and they wish they could turn into the Hulk and smash crap. When am I going to get that?
Yeah.
When is that happening?
No, we're getting a World War Hulk.
It's like this is what Hulk is. It's like, stop it. It's like, oh, attorney at law. Yes, that's right. She's an attorney. But everyone needs to fight people. Why don't they have half of the episode her fighting somebody and half of it defending someone or something?
Yeah.
So, Skeptic, just to address that, World War Hulk. The only reason World War Hulk was good, and I hate to say this because I did like World War Hulk, but the only reason it was good is because Civil War was so miserable. You wanted to see Hulk beat the crap out of everyone involved in Civil War. That's literally why it was good.
Or World War Hulk.
They're not going to do it good if they actually make it, you think?
Wait,
yeah, because what's
World War Hulk?
War about? That's the problem. And why would I be on this side if we do? That's the problem.
They're doing World War Hulk.
I don't know who that was.
And shit. I don't believe it yet.
I kept calling. I thought they kept calling her D Stallion, like D for David.
Yeah.
I was like Megan D Stallion. I'm like, is that her name?
What did you think of the ending, J-Man?
No, I don't know who that person is.
Oh, you don't?
So she's and I don't care.
I've seen her in SNL.
So she's there dance. I thought she was a singer or something.
She's a singer, yeah.
Yeah, she's
like they
singer.
have musical guests on SNL.
Yeah.
That's the only way I keep up is SNL.
Yeah, she was there
That's
like
a waste of
working
time,
and stuff
Sean.
like that.
Marvel's been Disney-fied, man.
So, anyways, so they had this Megan woman come on, and it's supposed to be like the guy was dating her or something stupid. I'm like, I don't even understand what is happening. It's so bad. Literally, so the obnoxious character, who's the only guy who actually has character. That's what Shadow said, which is funny.
Yeah.
It's like the only character that has a character is the obnoxious guy, and that's because he's the obnoxious guy. I'm like, well, you're the only one that is a character. So he thought that he was dating this Megan Stallion or whatever. But it was really like an elf that was transforming or something. So then he sued. So I'm not making this up.
What?
So he thought he was dating.
What?
Megan Thee
Stallion. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I gotta get through this. I gotta get through. Let me get through this. So the character thinks that he's dating Megan Stallion, who is a real person, in real life or whatever. He thinks he's dating her. Come to find out that he's actually dating an elf with morphing powers, and she's morphed into Megan Stallion to trick him. And he's been giving her all this money. He gave her like $170,000 worth of like a car, and he bought her all this stuff. And now he's suing her to get the money back. This is the B plot, okay?
Who cares?
This is the B plot, and then
it is a B plot.
No, but it's not even. It's like a Z plot. I can't believe this.
That sounds like a one-note joke.
It's so bad. And then She-Hulk testifies saying, "Oh, he's so." They're like, who would think that they're so stupid? Who would believe, or who's so stupid to believe that they would actually be dating the real Megan Stallion? I'd be like, I guess I would, since I don't have any clue who this person is. So I guess I could have been tricked.
It's the most reach she's ever had is this show.
Let me
unless you're 25 and under, you have no idea who this woman is.
I'm just going to ask my wife if she's a famous singer, because I mean, she might be. It's like,
yeah, no,
you're not. Oh, okay, because I don't know who this person is. Anyways, so that was the B plot. What an absolute garbage, unfunny. It's unbelievable. Yeah. You cannot make it up as bad as that is. That is bad. So the A plot was Blonsky. So we care about Blonsky. We want to see, we want to see what's going on. So he's going for parole, and she has to get him off, or she has to get him parole, grant him parole. And it's like, really?
Why?
This is like, right. Well, why? I mean, that's a good question, Steve. I know you're the only person asking that question. The writers didn't, the producers didn't ask that question. I know you're asking it. No one else is asking it. It's not like it's like Falcon and Winter Soldier actually angered me. Like, it pissed me off. This is so baffling. I'm watching She-Hulk because it's baffling. Somebody wrote this and they thought this was quality entertainment. My God. Can you remember when we thought Demolition Man was an average action film? Like, we watched Demolition Man, we thought that was okay. Yeah, it's not Terminator. It's not, it's not as good as like fucking, Die Hard. It's okay. I'll give it a pass. It's okay. You watch Demolition. If Demolition Man came out right now, it would be in everyone's top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Like, this is the greatest thing ever.
I actually just watched it only a month ago. My partner wanted me to watch it so badly. It was okay.
It's genius. The three she sells. Yeah, seashells. God, I can't say it.
Seashells.
Oh.
Jesus.
Maybe a
female rapper. God, I wish I didn't know her, but she's a big deal.
I don't know anything about her.
I can name 5 tracks. That's the thing. No one's really a global star anymore.
I don't get anything
it's
anymore.
All
like
now.
Someone mentioned me Dua
Lipa, yeah.
Oh, she's a singer.
I only know her from SNL too. So,
she's a singer. Dua Lipa is a singer.
Okay.
Singer. She's a singer.
Yeah, she's an auto-tune singer, yes.
Yeah.
Raquel! Cooking supper.
Yeah, I know.
Sean didn't watch it. Sean didn't watch it.
I know.
Oh, I can't watch P-Hulk, man.
Raquel, he's giving up. Giving up.
No,
I'll watch it eventually, but I can't. I stopped. I just didn't watch episode 3. I heard too much crap about it, and I got burnt with the first 2 episodes.
Well, it's like as soon as I saw he was Smart Hulk again, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like Smart Hulk is the least interesting.
But
Hulk
I have
version.
a question. Isn't Smart like in the MCU? Smart Hulk is different than the comics. Like,
yeah, but it's still bad, Arkham, because it's just like as soon as like. What it didn't in Endgame, wasn't he in like weren't they in a Waffle House or a Pancake House or something? And he's like giving autographs. I'm like,
yeah, he's like doing poses.
But what would you say is better, the comic Smart Hulk or
comic?
Yeah, because I seen some pictures because I was looking at Smart Hulk. He looks so much different than the comics.
Yeah, it's still the comic Arkham because at least in the comic he fights someone as Smart Hulk, like he'll fight Zax or something. Yeah. Like, what's he do here? Like, I'm baffled.
Yeah, this is an action.
Like what Smart Hulk is. You have him in for an episode or 20 minutes, and you get back to Savage Hulk. That's who we all want. It's going to Smart Hulk is just and staying with him is just such a bad idea.
Well, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's. I mean, mostly the fault of Endgame, but at the same time, the fact that, well, I mean, we all know that in Infinity War, he was supposed to, like, come back as the Hulk.
Yeah.
To defeat the big guy or whatever. I forget his name.
Thanos?
No, not Thanos.
Oh, what's his name?
The other big guy that he defeated, you know.
Yeah.
Magical
Shows. And it's baffling because it's built like Marvel shows are supposed to be action packed, but
not anymore.
Not now. It's like, hey, just watch people talk.
Awesome. My God.
Yeah, like it's like She-Hulk viewer. All She-Hulk viewers.
Yeah,
it's like, okay.
Dude, I was watching, you know, a lot of the animated series, the Hulk animated series. She-Hulk is awesome in that. She's hilarious.
Yeah.
The 90s one?
Yeah, she's like,
yeah.
I it wouldn't fly in today's world because she's so sexualized in that show. I don't have a problem with it because she's confident. There's nothing wrong with it necessarily.
The reason why it won't work is because I would say a lot of people are more sensitive.
Oh, boo fucking who? I don't care. Like, fucking people can be all sensitive all they fucking want.
Like, Thor's naked. Thor is naked in Thor Love and Thunder.
Yes.
That's why I don't like the toxicity reversed. It's still toxic. It's like, then what's your stance then? Just revenge? Like, that's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Yeah.
You know,
I watched Dark World the other day and realized, it is way better than Ragnarok, in my opinion. I don't get why people I remember, people definitely had really high expectations for the MCU because if people tried to say that Dark World is the worst of the MCU now, they'd be crazy.
Now it's not.
No, not now.
It ain't now, that's for sure. Now. The thing with Ragnarok for me is that it's a garbage Thor movie, but it is a quest movie. He gets guys together and they go off to fight Helen and get his new weapon and all that. So I like that kind of thing. Yeah. And I like also I like the Kirby stuff. It's all the Jack Kirby art inspirations. And some of that is in the new movie Love and Thunder, but unfortunately that is so bad. Like Thor Ragnarok is really fun movie, but a garbage Thor movie. But Thor Love and Thunder is a bad movie and a garbage Thor movie. So it's too many things.
Unfortunately,
that's a mix of both.
Unfortunately, Skeptic, Thor Ragnarok has the best version of Hulk I've still seen.
Yeah, at least he looks pretty cool and he
looks cool. He's actually talking. He's not just growling all the time.
Yeah.
He's a gladiator, which is Planet Hulk. Like, it's the best version of Hulk I've seen. But like, is it a good Thor movie? Oh hell no. But I agree with Heroic Gangster. Yeah, it's just he had a plan. Thor 2. When I saw that axe coming back for the third or fourth time, and he's like, "Oh, it's okay. I don't like the hammer more than you." I'm like, "Why am I still here?"
Oh, that was so bad.
Why am I still watching this? This is awful.
That was so awful.
Wait, I'm sorry, I missed that. Which movie are you talking about?
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Oh, Love and Thunder. I thought you were talking about Dark World. I was like, what?
No,
his acts, like the whatever.
Oh,
storm.
like looking at him and shit like that, like being sentient. It's so stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Dark World. I didn't care. There was 3 things I didn't like about Dark World. A, there was still too much humor, and it's bad humor. Like they kept dropping the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, throw the shoe into the thing, see where it goes. Like I'm like, come on with it. Like that was bad. 2, Loki should never be a hero, and that's been my pet peeve for a while. He like protects Jane Foster from getting shot. I'm like, no. The third thing, Malachi, the Dark Elves, they disappear for like 70 minutes in the movie. I'm like,
they should have more depth. Yeah.
I'm like, where the hell were they? Like, Dark World is by no means the worst MCU movie, but it's not great.
It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's like
in
the
I
middle.
think I'd rather watch it over. No, I think it's better than Far From Home, at least.
I don't know about that.
I hate Far From
Which
Home.
one is? I wish Spider. I'll give you a pet peeve of Spider-Man. Can you just name these things properly?
Yeah.
I never know what anyone is talking about. Anytime they mention Tom Holland's Spider-Man, I have no clue what movie they mean.
Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3.
Just say Vulture, Mysterio, or like Doctor Strange or something.
Or
Amazing Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. I thought the next one after Amazing was going to be Spectacular Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
I like Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean,
that was like my series. I was like, because I was like, I know you have it. I know you've got it there. Yeah, I've got the number 1 of that.
I do too.
Oh, the real number 1, awesome.
I got it for $20.
Oh, that's a good deal.
How do we always end up looking at a fan whenever?
I know, it's like he's hypnotizing us.
He's very fond of fans.
Fan fonder?
Skeptic's a fan.
Yeah, right now I'm drawing something.
What are you drawing?
Nice.
Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't know you liked Batman.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
I'm drawing the Greg Capullo version of.
Yeah,
nice.
It is.
Wow.
That's for that anyway.
Cool.
Ooh, there you go. Yes.
Cool, No Way Home was good.
Yeah, I like No Way Home.
Did you watch the fun version, like No Way Home fun version?
No, what's that?
No, there's an extended
extended version. Where
I've seen some scenes from it. It's really bad so far. Maybe there's some good stuff. I don't know. I haven't seen the full thing, but it's like when I was watching those scenes, though, I kept thinking about what J-Man said about being sick of extended cuts and stuff. People being hyped for that. I get it, honestly. I do, because most of the time the theatrical version is better, like Aliens.
Yeah,
I agree on both Alien movies. Alien 1 and 2, the theatrical one's better.
The problem ends up being,
but J-Man actually likes No Way Home.
No, I like No Way Home, but doesn't mean I need it to be 17 hours.
Yeah,
I kind of find it slightly long, anyways.
It's long, yeah.
Like the normal version's a little long.
I'll be honest with
you.
I would say this, like, even though it's a little long, I don't mind it because you have Toby and Andrew, and the plot makes sense. Like how
I didn't know there was
how Spider-Man messes up the cell, and I think it was very cool to see like Toby and Andrew like, in the MCU. Like I feel like No Way Home, the jokes were fine because it wasn't forced. A lot of things didn't feel forced. It was like the thing that Spider-Man would say, because Spider-Man always makes quips. Like even in a Marvel Spider-Man, he loves pissing off Kingpin and stuff like that. It's like so funny. It's like
I only have one.
I want to see I want to really see that maybe in the next Spider-Man, like maybe Kingpin or something like that, like Spider-Man 4 or something like that. I think that would be cool.
You need to do Scorpion at some point.
Yeah, Scorpion too.
God.
Yeah, I want Scorpion. Maybe Shocker. Scorpion and Shocker.
Yeah.
That would work.
Yeah,
I was thinking I was thinking it'd be really cool actually if we got like a team up film with Spider-Man and Daredevil. Maybe not in the next one, but one where they're versing Kingpin.
You know what?
That would be really cool.
Okay, hold on. Okay, go ahead, Steve. Make your point, then I'm going to make a point too.
Yeah, like we already got a Shocker. Believe it or not, he was in Homecoming.
Yeah,
he wasn't.
He's lame.
Yeah, it's lame.
Despite how lame Shocker already is, I like Shocker though.
Yeah,
I kind of want Spider-Man to team up with Daredevil. Not Daredevil, Punisher, because I've seen that, and it was awesome. Whenever he teams up with Punisher, it's awesome because the dynamic is so good. Because half the time Spider-Man's like, Punisher's doing stuff, and he's like, "No, don't do that! Don't shoot people."
Yeah, he was like that in the PS1 game. I remember that.
Yeah, yeah. I really like whenever. He's teamed up with Daredevil and all those guys, and that's cool. But when he teams up with Punisher, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish we would have gotten more Spider-Man like seeing past like Tony's bullshit, because that's kind of how he is in the comics.
When showing me that spectacular Spider-Man 1, it's like, why don't they should start out the next movie with him fighting Tarantula like right away.
Yeah, like I would love Tarantula.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do a 15-minute thing where he's fighting him right, like sort of like a James Bond thing. And then because Spider-Man has so many cool villains, and Tarantula's not going to be the main villain, right? But have something like that where it's like a 15-minute intro. Then you've got the credits, and then you get into the storyline. And for Christ's sakes, make these 2 hours, no more than 2 hours. You know why? Do you know why I've seen Army of Darkness 400 times and I've memorized that movie? Because it's less than 90 minutes. I cannot watch these movies that are hours and hours long. It's like, I love Lawrence of Arabia. We watch it once every 2 years or something. It's like I can't watch that movie all the time because it's just too long. I love it though. But it's like Spider-Man. Like I remember even Batman, they were always 119 minutes. Batman Returns.
Yeah. How did you watch like the Batman like 3 times, Arkham? Probably more than that now.
Are you crazy, Skeptic?
I watched it 125 times.
How many hours have you wasted watching that? Let's times that. Somebody have a calculator?
I'll keep count, but I'll still be able to like do my homework and stuff like that. Like I'm very good at multitasking.
I don't know how you do it. Like what? Watch. I don't even think he saw it.
Pretty much, yes.
Whoa. That's
you just have to be good at multitasking. Like with multitasking, like I know not.
Or you're watching it while you're doing stuff.
Yeah, I like when I'm doing homework. When I do homework, I watch it. Like
I get that. Yeah.
When I watch a movie again, I watch it in silence and watch it.
Yeah, me too.
Like I don't watch it. No, that's a lie. Hold on. I don't want to misrepresent myself. I do have stuff in the background all the time.
Yeah.
Like when I'm working from home, I have. Well, right now I've been playing the Daughters of Darkness soundtrack.
Nice.
Playing Return of the Swamp Thing. I bought a bunch of soundtracks recently. So Return of the Swamp Thing. I got Fire and Ice. I don't know if you guys need those, but I've got Exterminator 2, Swamp Thing, and Fire and Ice, or Return of the Swamp Thing. Sean and Steve, I don't know if you want those.
I have them.
You have them? Did I give them to you already?
Yeah.
Oh, I gave them to you already. Okay, I forgot. Yeah. So, I don't know if you need Daughters of Darkness because I converted.
I have it too.
I converted to digital, so you can.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyways,
in some format, but yeah.
That movie's genius, man.
Yeah. So, anyways, I play that, or I will play movies in the background. Like I would play. I like playing Honor Majesty Secret Service a lot in the background. Or I'll play, whatever. I don't know. Like I used to have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in the background.
Yeah.
What about the Cat in the Hat?
No, I haven't seen Cat in the Hat.
The Cat in the Hat.
You gotta watch that. You gotta watch
that. Would be funny.
That is a random.
You have to watch Cat in the Hat. It is a masterpiece.
What?
It is. No, it's a masterpiece.
Okay,
I don't know, man. Skeptic, you like some really bad movies.
No, seriously, I legit believe Cat in the Hat is better than everything we've gotten in Phase 4 by far.
Not better than Doctor Strange 2.
Oh no, Doctor Strange 2 is meh. I've kind of thought about it for a while. It's kind of a meh for me. I gotta watch it again, but
Well, I really like Doctor Strange too.
I liked it too. It's just
Cat in the Hat can't be.
I feel like Sam Raimi was too restrained or something. I don't know.
Doctor Strange, zombie Doctor Strange has a cloak of damned souls.
It is pretty cool.
I love him fighting that big Lovecraftian monster in the beginning.
Yeah,
like, that's a very strange, cool thing to do. And him jumping, like not even jumping, but just walking right off the balcony.
Oh, that's the thing. Also, why is Wong an idiot in She-Hulk episode 3? Like talking about like unethical ways of doing things. Like he was fucking complaining to Doctor Strange about that shit when he's doing the same stuff.
Yeah,
it's inconsistency in the writing. They don't care about their characters. They just pick whatever character they need to tell the joke, and that's the joke. Yeah. It's like, oh, we have the Sorcerer Supreme here. It's like, no. Wong shows up and he's like, oh, I'm the one who made Blonsky fight in that tournament.
But didn't that happen in Shang-Chi?
Yeah. That's why
I would say the execution is bad, but like it was shown in Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
no, I'm saying, but it's like he just shows up and he's just being an idiot. You know, what were you gonna say, Steve?
Yeah, it like the Abomination, and Jordan made this point earlier. The Abomination should not be on trial with a chance of winning.
Yeah, who said that?
The only way the Abomination gets out of jail is if General Ross or someone takes him out to literally bait the Hulk or something, because that would be something in the comic. Like he would be released. Like General Ross in the comics lost his job because he allowed MODOK to take the Abomination to battle the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then that's how you get the Abomination out. You don't say, "Oh, there's going to be a trial and he'll be it's indefensible." How many people did he murder in New York?
Yeah,
there's no way.
I was out of control. That's his excuse.
Oh, sure, okay.
So what a lot of murderers say, and then they still get the death sentence.
Well, the defense that the defense that She-Hulk used was that the government put the serum in him without his permission, and then was using him, so it wasn't his fault.
I thought he wanted it in him, though.
Hulk, then.
I thought he forced the guy to put the stuff in him in the Hulk movie.
I'm just saying I'm not saying that's the truth. I'm not saying lawyers lie. Like that's the defense that she's using.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's he's definitely going to be devious and lying if he hasn't already. Like he's definitely going to be up to something.
Even in that episode, even in that She-Hulk episode, there was this is really bad. It was like white men sitting on the panel being like, oh, why should we release you? And a black woman going like, oh, it's like, give him a chance. We should, whatever. It's like, really, guys? It's like, this is so bad. It's laughable. You guys are really missing out. You're really missing out on it. You have to watch this show. It is so laughable. It's unbelievable.
Like, yes, it is.
I can't believe it. You got to take notes at how many dumb things happen. It's like it's a physical impossibility to get 30 minutes of this dumpster trash in I can't believe it. It doesn't make me angry because I'm laughing. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like pausing. I'm like, there's all white men and the one black woman is trying to talk sense and the white men are all being stupid. I can't believe it. And someone pat themselves on the back for that. They're like, oh, that was great. We came up with that. Go ahead, Crimson.
So can I ask the elephant in the room, what did everyone think about the end credits scene?
Oh, I didn't see
I'm just
it
getting to the point. No, I mean to the people that seen it.
Yeah, like there's nothing to think about. It's just there. Like I don't care. It's just
I didn't really care, but I don't understand why people are getting offended by it.
Well, what is it?
They're offended because it's bad.
So what is
it? It's like why? No, she's twerking with that.
Yeah, just
woman.
twerking.
She's twerking.
Is it twerking or twerking? I don't know.
Twerking. Just She-Hulk and Megan Stallion twerking.
She's shaking her ass.
What the hell?
Twerking doesn't make more sense, but sure.
Guys, I don't know why it will be there.
This is what I'm saying.
Are these writers on drugs? Like, oh my God.
Like Sean, Steve, you guys are missing out. This is so outrageous.
I have yet to watch Batwoman season 2.
She-Hulk from the 90s.
That one's really torture. The problem with Batwoman is that it's really boring too.
Yeah.
She-Hulk is only 30 minutes, so it's 30 minutes of like The Room. It's like it's so unbelievable. Tommy Wiseau's gonna show. Oh, you know what? Sean, you know what? I just had an epiphany. This is crazy. Did you know that Greg Sestero is the star of Curse of the Puppet Master? He's Toulon.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. So I was watching the retrospective of the Puppet Master series. I was like, oh yeah, Curse of the Puppet Master, and it was like, oh yeah, Toulon. I was like, oh yeah, it was this blonde guy. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, oh my god.
No.
I was like, what? And I'm like, and he's doing a French accent. He's pretty good at it. And then he's in the room, and I was like, I can't believe it. He's the star of Curse of the Puppet Master.
No one ever talks about that.
No one ever talks about it. I'll find a clip while we're talking. Anyways. So, Crimson, what did you think of it?
I thought it was unnecessary, cringy, just all around bad.
Okay.
It's just not necessary. Like I was telling my friend earlier because of this. Like, do you remember when like the MCU was like top, and like the DC EU was like the bad one, and now it's just both are just trash.
I was just thinking, like, what would people be like? What if somebody told like you guys, like in the past, that this was going to happen in the MCU?
I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
I wouldn't believe it. Like,
I wouldn't have believed it.
If it was like phase 1, I would be like, nah, I don't believe it.
Like imagine you're watching like Iron Man 2 or even Incredible Hulk or something. And you're like, imagine, okay, in like 12 years or whatever, you're gonna be seeing She-Hulk twerking at the end credits.
We wouldn't have known what it was.
Nobody would have believed She-Hulk would be a thing on cinema anyway at the time.
I'm sorry, guys.
Let alone that.
It's Sestero's in Retro Puppet Master, not Retro Puppet Master.
Okay.
Not that really affected anyone here who wouldn't have known the difference. But anyway,
he's in a Puppet Master movie.
He's in a Puppet Master movie.
So Crimson.
What the fuck are they doing with
Fritz the Cat? You like Fritz the Cat?
Yeah, his voice was weird.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah? What do you like, the movie, the comic, what?
Movie was great.
Oh my god.
Yep.
My God, thank God.
So what do you like about the movie?
I love that guy, man. Oh my God.
I'm not making fun. I'm just curious.
Also,
like I like Fritz the Cat as well. I'm just curious. What do you like about the movie?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like anything Ralph Bakshi. So.
Okay, it's not
good.
Yes. I like the plot was good.
Hey, Clobby.
The movie wasn't bad.
I forgot he directed that. That's crazy. And man.
Clobby, did you watch She-Hulk episode 3? She-Hulk episode 3, the twerk. No, let's come up with a title for it. Like Electric Boogaloo. Episode 3.
The twerking girl?
The twerking.
They should have called it Twerking Girl, like Working Girl, right? Like they should have called it Twerking Girl.
How about She Twerk?
Okay, so you know what? Hold on a second. Even their garbage writing, I can make it funnier. I would have had each poster. I would have done every episode, and I would have had a famous movie poster, and call each episode something funny based on that movie poster. So I would have had the Working Girl movie poster with Sigourney Weaver, where she's on the cover or whatever, have it be She-Hulk in the same outfit and call it Twerking Girl and had the even that was like they cannot come up with anything clever. They just can't do it. It's impossible. It's not possible.
Twerking Girl.
And the fucking Wrecking Crew just like got demolished. Like the first appearance. Like wrecked. What the fuck?
When I think of Wrecking Crew, I just think of the video game.
No, I mean, they're like homeless men.
Homeless men.
Yeah.
It was like these. No, I'm serious. It was like these 4 homeless guys.
Yeah, I saw it.
They really were.
They changed fucking Fred Boots over here. They changed his design. Fucking Sam.
See, I would have done this, and I would have put She-Hulk on the one end.
And Sam?
Yeah, they changed his design. Look at this. His beak is different and shit.
Twerking.
Why?
That's amazing.
I don't know. I don't know why they did it. I mean, it's not as bad as the bean mouth one that we saw. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
It actually has similarities to the bean mouse one though, because it has the same beak. It's kind of weird.
Here they are, the Wrecking Crew.
No.
It's terrible.
I'm sure you guys love that cereal because you're fucking 80s nerds.
No, this is not possible.
It ain't possible, but it's happening right now.
It's so terrible. The Wrecking Village people, yeah. Well, the Village people at least could sing.
The Village Wrecking Crew.
What's that girl's name?
The Village Wrecking Crew. Fucking, oh my god.
The top one.
It's 4 dudes.
They really fucked them up.
Megan Thee Stallion, yeah.
Yeah, she's a singer.
So you like Korg?
Korg? This Korg? Oh, it's terrible.
No, he was terrible in Thorn, and he was just a motor-mouthed idiot. Like when he got killed, I was so happy, and then they kept this.
Oh, I was too.
Why?
I was upset that he brought him back like immediately.
They're never gonna kill off Korg anyway.
They gave him the most stereotypical gay.
Look, this is a puppet in Retro Puppet Master. It's Tommy Wiseau puppet.
Oh my god,
that's amazing.
Yeah,
I know, buddy.
It's
Double C. I got a Bailey figure.
Yeah.
Double C's one of our guys.
But really, Korg, they gave him the most stereotypical fucking gay boyfriend or whatever, like with the handlebar mustache.
Oh yeah, the handle. That was so stupid. I'm like, what is going on? Why is?
He's basically just smart Hulk now. He's like, they're gonna do to him just like they did to Hulk. Just make him weaker.
What, Abomination?
Yeah.
Probably so.
Yeah. Hot take, but I don't really like the design he has in the new movies or new stuff.
Who, Abomination?
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but at the same time, he looks too soft.
I think
don't know what it is.
Weird, yeah.
I think that's a modern thing.
He doesn't look tough.
Skeptic has that.
Well, I think that is a modern thing.
Classic Abomination could not change.
No,
I know.
I
think the problem with it for me is the fact that he, I don't know, it's the eyes. The eyes look too humanoid. I like all the art where he doesn't have like fucking pupils. Like it's really cool.
My problem, my problem is.
Yeah, I just realized that. Like, Comic Abomination could not change back. Like, he was stuck.
I was just trying to see if Google can answer this question for me. That's why I was typing that to see if Google can answer this question. It's like,
when will she fucking fight someone in this garbage show?
Like, I'd tune in for this, and that's all. That was all that happened. There's one punch thrown. It's like, I can't believe it. Where's the fighting?
But is she just hitting?
Is
that Titania or someone?
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
I'll take this then. Like, you know.
Like what is wrong with women being sexy these days, honestly?
They can't be because, you know.
Yeah, I know.
They definitely can't do that.
They can objectify men.
Can't do that shit.
They can objectify fucking Thor by like making him naked, but they can't do it to Valkyrie.
Well, that's the entire problem, right? Skeptic, it's the double standard.
Yeah, you have double standards, so you can't get away with it.
There's the Italian stallion right there for you.
There you go.
Maybe I'll put Megan, the Italian stallion.
That's shit.
You better watch out, Dana. You might get like Italian stallion dick in this fucking stream.
I know. I gotta be careful.
Yeah,
I forgot that happened. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god.
What that? Fucking. What's his face? Goddamn, whatever.
See, like, where's this? It's like,
yeah.
Like, is that going to happen?
Yeah,
is Leader going to be set up in this? I don't know.
Maybe I got to ask the question: who is being set up as the main villain of the show?
There is no main villain. No, nothing happens, Steve. It's
nothing
great.
Happens. They're trying to be like a sitcom without knowing what a sitcom is.
Especially in the second episode. Like, you can skip the second episode. It's a nothing, literally nothing episode.
No, what Sean's saying is the right thing. They're trying to be a sitcom, but they don't know how to do it, and it's bad writing. So it's not. It's bad. Like, I mean, you could say nothing. Like, what happens in Seinfeld, for example? Nothing.
But that was the entire point.
Right.
It's a show about nothing. Yeah.
It's a show about nothing, and it's just nothingness, and it's the characters being.
But there were characters in the
MCU. Right? There's no characters here. Yeah. Like episode 1 is, you can literally ignore it. I'll just tell you, she gets She-Hulk's Hulk's powers. That's episode 1. Episode 2, they start to set up things like a sitcom. They're like, okay, she's going to work here now. This will be the office that she works in. We've got that irritating guy who's going to be there. We have
irritating guy.
Well, no, that's a character in sitcoms, right? There's the
you have that guy that annoys
you. There's the neighbor or something, like, I don't know. Pick a sitcom. There's these characters there. So she has her secretary that helps her out. Is that Fran Drescher? He kept saying Fran Drescher.
No, he's making fun of her.
I thought so. I'm like that.
He told her Fran Drescher in the first review.
Yeah.
Like, who's dressing Fran Drescher here, because she had the things and stuff.
Yes.
But then in the second review, he was like, Fran Drescher was awesome in this episode, and that's how he ended it.
Yeah.
And this one's like, even Fran Drescher had nothing to do in this episode.
Yeah. And for half a second, when for the first time he said it, I was like, what? I'm like, that's not her. And I was like, because I love Fran Drescher. But anyways, she's awesome. They took the nanny off of Amazon Prime. I was very disappointed because I was rewatching the nanny. I like the nanny. I don't care. Anyways, but like so it's like they start to set stuff up. Okay, she's going to be an attorney. She's going to only do the superpower people cases. This is her boss. He's a bit of a grumpy guy. Okay, here's like her partner. Here's the irritating guy. Okay, it's all set. And then episode 3, it's like, that's all gone. And then nothing happens again. It's like, but you're not, it's like, you're supposed to be She-Hulk, but she's never She-Hulk. I'm like, but the point of it is, and so Josh, whoever said that, it's like, I thought you're supposed to be She-Hulk in court to drum up publicity for this firm so that they see that this is the go-to firm for superhero stuff. And they didn't even follow through with that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. It's bad, but it's like impossibly bad. Like, you got to take notes while watching and be like, I can't believe how bad.
Can I say something?
I think at this point, Daredevil's just going to have like a small cameo.
I want to say something. I want to make an apology. I am sorry, Iron Fist, for being so hard on you earlier.
What?
I'm very sorry, Iron Fist.
Apologize to Iron Fist.
My God, Iron Fist was the worst thing we've watched.
Yeah.
Well, what was that show? Jessica Jones.
Iron Fist
season 2 was
Jessica Jones.
No. Was that? What was the name of that freaking show, man?
Which one?
What show? Wait, Agent Carter?
No.
I liked Agent Carter.
Yeah, Jessica Jones. What are you talking about?
Which one are you talking about?
The Netflix show. There was
which one?
Luke Cage.
Defenders.
Jessica Jones. Iron Fist.
No, it's not Jessica Jones. What was her name?
Punisher.
No, the girl.
What? Jessica Jones.
Oh, that was her name?
That's Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What is
anyway, so
happening
season
here?
2 sucks.
Oh my God.
Wait, isn't Jessica Jones?
I still haven't seen the second season.
I don't care if he's sick. You don't shit your pants in someone's car. That's horseshit, really.
Isn't Jessica Jones Spider-Woman?
No, that's
Jessica
Jessica
Jones.
What?
True.
Man. Oh, anyway.
By the way, are we gonna get Spider-Woman now? We're probably gonna get Spider-Woman, and it's gonna suck.
Who? Who's doing Spider-Woman?
I don't know. There's like rumors that there's somebody directing it, like they're setting up right now. I don't know. It's a rumor. That's all it is.
Well, I don't know why it's so hard to do it.
Remember when there was going to be a girl movie with
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that because I don't know if you guys addressed the. Did you guys address the fact that WB is making them watch it, like the unfinished movie?
Making who watch what?
Making who watch
the people in it.
Funeral
that already happened.
That already happened, yeah.
Oh, did it? Like they already showed it off to the people
Yeah,
working on it?
they didn't force
They
them to
probably
watch it.
much put it in hold. I think.
No, this was a thing where it was this was the last time that they were gonna see the movie before they put it back in the vault, and they're never gonna see again. So
Look what I googled. I googled people watching Batgirl movie, and look what came up. That's weird.
That's amazing.
Like freaking Saw.
No, I pulled a little trick on that one.
No, but honestly, I don't care.
I do feel
like,
bad.
I don't think there's any niceness with like showing this to like the people. Like, hey, look, this is the product that you can't finish. So it's just a big fuck you to us, honestly.
This is the movie you spent 6 months on that we're never showing anyone.
Yeah, it's not like I don't think that's a compliment. I think that's like just like rubbing salt in the wound. Like,
I think it's a punishment. It's like, listen, this is why we're not doing it. Look at this shit. Now it's gone.
Maybe they should have done that with Ayer's Suicide Squad.
No, maybe.
That would have been a good idea.
Yeah, we're never getting Ayer's Suicide Squad cut. I hope we don't.
This is the best one.
What?
Oh, it's from Opera.
Yeah.
If she has pins in her eyes. If she closes her eyes, the pins.
Oh God! What do you guys think of like people freaking out about the Ayer cut? I think I have an idea, but
the Ayer cut. What's that again? Is that Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
No, I don't care. The Ayer cut's not going to fix that horseshit movie.
No.
That is an awful movie.
Well, Jessica Jones
League actually had some decent, okay stuff in it.
My God.
That the second season was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't
Jessica
know.
Jones,
I haven't watched it yet.
I absolutely despise Jessica Jones.
Why? What's wrong with it? I didn't see it.
The character or the show?
The character.
Oh.
Well, the first season had David Tennant in it, and he's
what's wrong with it? I don't know anything about it.
I like David Tennant.
Yeah, of course, he's awesome. No, Jessica Jones, it's like, are you a hero or not? I don't want to help anyone. Fine, leave. It's like don't help anyone. Leave.
Yeah, she's annoying.
It's like then leave if you don't want to be a hero. Like I don't get this. I don't want to be a hero. If you don't want to be a hero, then you're not a superhero.
Then why are you here? Yeah.
Why are you here? It's like I don't want to be part of the Defenders. It's like okay, see ya.
It's that main and that actress, Kristen Ritter.
Yeah.
There's something about her where it's like I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but like she looks constantly like she's like pissed at you.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. When she died in Breaking Bad, I was kind of like, good.
Oh, I was so happy she died in Breaking Bad. That was awesome.
It's like, why are you so annoying?
Yeah, so I'm trying to find like a good well, let's do Jessica Jones. That's easier. Yeah, like look, it's like you just want to punch her face.
Yeah, look at her. She's all like,
what about Brie Larson? I actually don't hate Brie Larson to be quite honest.
I don't hate Brie Larson either. But she says stupid things in real life, so that's her problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't care if she says things as long as she does the
everything she says is dumbass crap because she's part of this generation of dumbass crapness.
Yeah.
Everything she says is garbage. I think her acting's fine, but unfortunately, Captain Marvel is not a very fun character to get behind. So sorry.
Yeah, she's already a bitch.
She looks cool though. The costume's awesome.
Yeah.
I like the costume. It looks cool. That movie has a lot of problems, and
yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
I only like it for the blockbuster singing.
Yeah.
It's like you can't really control what people say, and like I don't care what she says. To be honest, like she says stupid ass shit when Captain Marvel came out. That like, what'd she say? Something about I don't want men to watch my movie or something like that.
I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't care what people say. I don't.
White men as like film critics, basically, or like critics,
something like that.
Yeah, she said she was talking about that trash movie, which nobody remembers now.
Yeah. By the way, you guys notice I'm pretty sure on Rotten Tomatoes, Spaceballs has a really low rating. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. But
I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't
for
either.
Positive or negative reviews, whether it's audience or critic. Rotten Tomatoes is rotten. Rotten Tomatoes score. I score Rotten Tomatoes 0 out of 10. It's like
I agree. But yeah, I don't know why they made it like it was like a 50% for Spaceballs. It's like what?
You can't trust them though. Like I've seen them like they're like, oh, this is a rotten review, and I read the review and I'm like, it's not rotten at all. I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's just
that's like me with Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat's a 9, I think.
They're
with Cat in the Hat
is basically corrupt in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So did you guys
I don't think all of them do, obviously, but I think there's definitely people being paid off.
Yeah, there's people being paid off for sure.
Here's the thing with
I mean, it's a business. I mean, you see the certified Rotten Tomatoes on like sealed copies of Blu-rays now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and when you call, I guess, like critics out, they're gonna say, "Oh no, we weren't paid off." Blah blah blah.
Have you seen this, Sean?
They are rotten. Like J-Man's.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
That's cool. What is that? Oh, right. I've seen that. Yeah.
Tiny TV.
It's really cool.
Yeah. I saw that.
They have like
That's amazing.
South Park and like whatever. Yeah.
Star Trek.
Yep.
Dude, I would have loved that. As a kid, I would have went crazy over that.
Hold on, Crimson, what are you asking?
The Fantastic Four news. Like, apparently, John Krasinski was dropped as Mr. Fantastic.
Good.
Yeah,
he sucked at it.
Probably going to throw himself out a window.
He sucked at it.
Marcus is going to be on suicide. Marcus will be on suicide watch. Guys, careful. Marcus, because like all he cares about.
Oh yeah.
Marcus thinks Jack Kirby's art sucks because he made fun of the Black Panther comic last week that I was showing. But he loves Fantastic Four, which is Jack Kirby's arguably maybe his best thing or one of his best
Makes
things.
no sense anyway.
So, right, that guy makes 0 sense, and yeah.
And like he trashes. He says like the only good Bat Family member is Cassandra Cain, and everyone else sucks and stuff like that. So,
yeah, Captain Marvel has a lot of problems with there's a lot of different problems with Captain Marvel.
A lot of problems.
Like, and they're all different problems. It's not the same MCU problems you always see. It's like this movie's out of place, putting it in the past is stupid. It's like ruining Nick Fury's storyline with his eye is stupid. It's like more dumb joke stuff. It's like bypassing the real Captain Marvel. It's like ignoring that character completely, changing her parents around. Like, there's so many problems with that movie. It's just like I'm baffled. Like, what was the point of this? Right?
Like
Brie Larson is not a problem with it. It's like she's just in the movie. The movie has problems, and there's like that dumb sound. The soundtrack is very good in Captain Marvel until they start playing "No Doubt, I'm Just a Girl" during a battle sequence. It's like
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
you never play actual singing songs during battles. You always play score. Like, how are you supposed to get pumped up for like a thing when they're like every movie ever that has a good
do
fight
that
has a
with Suicide? Not the Suicide
They
Squad.
did with Thor
Suicide
Ragnarok.
Squad where they had
but Thor Ragnarok, that song was like he literally tailored, like that song was perfect for that scene. I'm Just a Girl is just like I'm Just a Girl is like this is like
having a song in a battle is nothing new. I mean, like that's all of Guardians of the Galaxy, but like
but I'm saying
it was too on the nose for the message, right?
Right, but it didn't make sense. Like he's saying Thor Ragnarok with what's it called? Immigrant Song.
Yeah.
And but that fits Thor Ragnarok in what's going on in the movie. This didn't fit what's going on in the movie. This is just I'm Just a Girl. It's like, but you're fighting people. Like what?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you saying? It's like, well, she's just a girl. Okay, we'll play that in a part where there's something happening where her being a girl would have been bad or something. And there's like, I'm just a girl, and then that gets you pumped up. It's just bad.
I am lost here. I read that article, Sean, that you posted.
Yeah.
And I'm
thank you, Sean. I was looking for it.
These guys. This is the state of journalism these days, and I use this for the Ghostbusters. There was a Ghostbusters 3 article that was run on a website. I'm not going to mention the website because I'm not going to give them any business. And they're like, "Oh, Bill Murray threw the script for Ghostbusters 3 in the shredder," and the source cited was the National Enquirer. And I never comment on these things because I don't care. but I actually commented on this story, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you so garbage that now you have to cite the National Enquirer as a source to do stories? I'm like, what's next? Are you going to ask your neighbor's teenage daughter what she heard about Ghostbusters 3 and post that?
Or the Onion.
Sorry I'm late.
That's all right.
So
That's
this
all right.
guy,
We missed you,
this
Mr.
Devin
Italian man.
Pharisee guy looks like the same sort.
Faraci, yeah, he's an ass.
He's a moron.
He created birth death movies, and then he groped someone, and then he got canceled. So
he sounds great.
Yeah,
I want to point
that
out
was the real thing. Like, he really is an asshole.
I want to point out something funny. So you know how they get these ads generated by what you like. Look at mine. I've got Folio Society, James Bond. It's like I'm reading this trash article, and it's like, by the way, Folio Society, which does high quality books, modern day publishing of books of classic novels. It's like, okay, cool.
So this guy is upset because he says it should be a black.
Oh, the black. Yeah, I see that now. Yeah.
Oh,
wait, who wants a black what?
This guy wants a black. He's like like Denzel Washington's son, who was in Tenet, should be Mr. Fantastic.
But that Faraci guy has always been like a virtue signaler. So yeah.
What, they want like a black Reed Richards?
That'd be awesome. Then I don't have to buy that movie.
But now now he's pissed off because he's like, oh, they're only going for white actors. So they're going.
I'm fine with that. I mean, I didn't
do what you saw in the comics. That's what they're trying to do.
Do you remember Michael Jackson's "This Is It"?
Yeah.
I bring that up because there's a great part in that where he's. We're not talking about Michael Jackson's other things, if in fact there were any other things. Yeah. His music. So he's doing that thing, and they're up there doing the stage, and the guy comes up. He's like, "Well, what do you want?" Like, he's trying. And Michael Jackson's like, "I fucking want." He doesn't say F word. He's like, "I want this," and he's got like the album. He's like, "I want the album." So when someone was sitting at home listening to this album, that's what I want them to hear at this performance. So I'm like, yes, that sounds like, it's like, this is what I want, right? It's like, right. Remember this comic that I read? That's what I want on the screen in live action.
Yes.
I don't want my version or the pedophile version or the whatever the NAACP version or the BLM version, and I want this comic. It's like, I don't get it.
Well, that's why you showed up in the first place.
It's sad because like the earlier phases, especially like phase 1, they took some stuff from the comics. Like the Ultimate Comics and the 616 comics and shit.
Yeah.
I only found
now they don't want to do that
anymore.
You know
you know Stan Lee was supposed to be J. Jonah Jameson in the Raimi films?
Yes.
What?
Oh,
that's insane.
Yes.
That would have been hilarious, but I'm glad that we got who we got.
Yeah. J.K. Simmons was perfect as J. Jonah Jameson.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Who was going to be the other one?
Stan Lee.
Oh.
Stan Lee was going to be J. Jonah Jameson.
That would be weird, but I would kind of love it.
I kind of feel like I can't imagine like Stan Lee yelling.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be weird, eh? Like
by that time he was like the kindly grandfather. Like, it wouldn't have worked. You need someone who's like all blustery and stuff. J.K. Simmons.
That's why him being a watcher was fine.
Yeah,
I guess.
I remember in like the Amazing Spider-Man, the movies came out. Like everyone wanted Ice Cube to be like J. Jonah Jameson, and I'm like, what?
Robert Simon was fine. He was all right.
So this guy was pretty good as Jameson in the TV show. Mm-hmm. He looks pretty good. Like, he looks like a good Jameson. Like, this guy. This is the not the pilot, but after the pilot they changed the actor, so it's this guy, and he looks good. Like, it looks like J.K. Simmons. It looks like Simmons now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy from the boss from Bewitched was was J. Jonah Jameson. Not this guy. Is it him? I don't know. That guy in the far left.
I'm sure he did, Clobby. I just I can't picture him doing it. It's never something he did in public that I saw.
The
Where's,
boss reboot, yeah.
See, find her boss. Or,
I mean, do you remember Stanley's like rants back in the day? Like he made like YouTube videos about rants he hates about like things these days.
That guy, yeah.
No, he was only in the one episode, Sean, and then that other guy took
okay.
over.
And then he looked like him more in Bewitched, but yeah.
I never saw Stanley mad. Or like,
oh yeah, I forgot they made this version.
Oh yeah,
he had a few rants back in the day. So I don't know.
Interesting.
That movie was
on YouTube.
and that they're making the movie in the movie.
That was okay.
A kindly grandfather-esque Stanley.
It's tough to beat. What's her name? I like Nicole Kidman though, but it's. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Original Bewitched is awesome.
What's next? They're gonna remake I Dream Jeannie.
I think they
I'm surprised they haven't.
Already did
No.
I Dream Jeannie. I fucking love that show. I used to watch that with my mom.
They're making Quantum Leap.
Yeah, I saw that.
You're making what?
Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap, isn't that like a video game or?
No, it was Scott Bakula, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This is the guy.
Who?
Well, that MacGyver, that remake MacGyver did pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's on I don't know. It went a lot of seasons.
Well, same thing with that Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, that was,
I like the new Hawaii 5-0.
The old show was, yeah.
Season 5.
MacGyver
TV series.
I know, but it's not the blow-up sensation the old one was.
Oh yeah. By the way, did you guys ever see what was it called? It was like Indiana Jones and the Temple in the Forest or something like that. It was a short film George Lucas and Steven Spielberg like did together. I had no idea it existed, but I was just looking at Steven Spielberg's like IMDb and I saw that it's like from 2007. It's like an independent project. I don't know how they were legally able to do that, but I guess it's their own property.
I've never. Yeah, what's it called?
I forget. It's like, I mean, it's right there. That's the picture. The first one right there is the picture of the film.
This one here?
Yeah, that's it right there.
Oh dear. Oh, the Jewel of the Forest. Yeah, okay. And the Jewel of the Forest. Okay. Well, what's his face reviewed it?
It's
Stockman.
Oh.
I think I unsubbed him once. He said this movie. He said one movie was genius and it was utter trash, shit, horse crap. And I was like, yeah, I'm done with your opinion.
I told you, man. That guy's a douchebag.
What he said that one movie?
No, he said some movie was genius and it was utter horse shit garbage. I'm like,
it was genius, but it was shit.
It's a Chris Stuckman movie.
Oh my god, Chris!
All you have to do is go to. I don't know what you're doing. Just go to IMDb. The director is Chris Stuckman, literally.
Oh my god, that's the best.
There it is.
It was his face. Like that was him as Indiana Jones.
So that's just like a silly thing.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't
know if it was like a passion project from George Lucas and Steven Spielberg.
No, you know what?
I like his reviews
because they did Indiana Jones. He had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's the thing. If you do the characters, they give you the credit on IMDb, but they had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it just says characters
really?
in brackets.
Yeah. If they say characters, they have nothing to do with it.
Oh, I swore that it said that Steven Spielberg directed it because I went on.
Stuckman.
Oh, okay.
I almost bought this. Man, they're too small. Oh, that looks awesome, right? But they're really small.
Yeah.
Let's rank our favorite puppets. Who's everyone's favorite puppet? Sean, Blade, who else?
Blade, yeah.
Probably Animal.
No, that's not one of them.
You said Muppets.
No, puppets.
No, he said puppets.
I don't have a favorite puppet.
Tunneler's pretty cool.
Animal is amazing.
6-shooter, man.
If that.
Is 6-shooter your favorite, Steve?
Yeah.
But I watched the Muppet movie from the 70s again. Like that was a childhood film of mine. It was so funny. It was actually really good. It held up so well.
Which one? Sorry.
the Muppet movie from the 70s. It's so good.
That's a good one. Here.
Yeah,
all good.
I think my favorite part is probably when they the way they explain like Fozzie Bear and Kermit the Frog, like explain like what's all happened.
Yeah.
They literally give a script of the movie to the band.
Yeah.
This is good, Dick.
Yeah.
You talk about the original Muppet movie, right?
Yeah.
The real Muppet movie.
No, not the new one. That one's shit. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That one is.
That looks awful. Yeah, no, to be honest, I only watched like 10 minutes of it, but it started out with a musical, and I wanted to kill myself.
It's that they concentrate on a whole other Muppet you don't even want to see.
That's the one I saw in the theater. Muppets Take Manhattan.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I really like Muppets in Space. Muppets in Space was fun.
Yeah, I didn't like
Muppets. Who took Manhattan better, Jason or the Muppets?
Jason.
Muppets, man.
Well, the Muppets, because Jason's barely in Manhattan.
Yeah, Jason's barely.
It's like
barely in Manhattan.
He's on that boat for like an hour, man.
Yeah.
What about Hercules then?
I think he kills more people on that boat than he does in Manhattan.
What, J-Man? You don't like the Hercules in Manhattan movie or whatever with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Of course I do. And I was like, Jason Takes Manhattan. These two fools down below me are talking smack about Jason Takes Manhattan.
They know
it's 10 out of 10. I don't know
it's
why.
The weakest one. You know it.
No, it's awesome. But you said who took Manhattan better?
Jason.
And Jason's barely in Manhattan.
Yeah,
he's in Times Square for 1 second.
Right, and he did more damage than the Muppets did in that entire movie.
Well, the Muppets aren't there to do damage, right?
Exactly. Because they're too whipped to do damage.
Well, you're saying they never had a chance.
We can't do anything.
I mean, I don't know. The Muppets can do a lot of damage.
You want to see my... I'm almost finished.
Oh, let's hear... Hold on. Let me put you on full screen.
Oh, what is that? Is that like
good,
is that your idea of like the Batman movie or something?
Yeah. You just drew that now.
This is based on Greg Capullo's Batman.
Oh, Greg Poole? Who's that?
Capullo,
man. Greg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the one that was the illustrator of the Court of Owls and everything.
Oh, what's so great about the Court of Owls? I haven't read it, but I watched Batman versus. I watched Batman versus Robin. I didn't get the hype.
Batman Takes Manhattan.
That's only like a tiny bit of like the Court of Owls, but like the story of the Court of Owls is the secret society that controls Gotham, and and you have
his face there looks just like Valkyrie's when she realizes Hulk is Bruce.
Yeah,
I hate her face when she like notices that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your argument.
That's fine.
I hate her face.
Then you have these talons, zombie talons that can't be killed, and Batman and the Bat family have to take them down of taking over Gotham. It's a very interesting story. Like
I should read it.
It's good. Arkham.
Yeah, a lot of people like. I think I should do like art, a kind of art live streams for my YouTube.
Yeah, you should do that. I see a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Like I don't draw a lot. I draw like when I'm bored, but maybe I should do that because like a lot of people like my art.
You ever draw any like fan fiction?
I took a lot of drawing
Batman and Superman or anything like that?
Classes.
Sean, I don't know if you knew about this, dude. I ordered it last night at like 11. I was gonna text you. I totally forgot. I don't know.
I'm behind on my what is this?
This came out on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I ordered it,
man.
I forgot
Steve's laugh there was Jared Leto's Joker. Jesus.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you, man. I ordered it at like 11:30 p.m. and I was like, shit, I should be.
I'll get it, man.
You have to get it for sure. You must get it.
Is there a sequel or a prequel called Him?
No.
Him.
No.
They spell her name Stendelberg.
Is this a prequel to She-Hulk?
No.
What? What's your problem with She-Hulk? It's the greatest show ever.
How do you spell her name?
You lie.
She who?
It's better than the Raimi trilogy.
Okay, I'm leaving.
No, don't leave.
MCU has recently brought more misery to people's lives than like disease.
No, okay, you're crazy. Wait, are you saying that, or did somebody else say that?
No, I'm saying it.
No, okay, you're just a nerd then. That's crazy.
It's terrible.
People have definitely been worse off with diseases than like comic book movies.
Yeah, I'm just saying how bad it is, man.
Did Andrew leave because he was a? So this is She. I had this on VHS, so I've been holding on to my VHS. Finally, Blu-ray's out. This is a wicked movie that
What is She like?
Did it not come on DVD?
And no, I went straight to Blu-ray.
Yeah.
What the hell? Usually, most things are like on DVD. The majority of things are still on DVD.
It's like a post-apocalyptic. It'll be in our Max. We're gonna do a Maxploitation.
Yeah, we should do a Maxploitation.
Okay. This will be a Maxploitation movie, but it's awesome. And then and she's from Conan.
Do you know how I do these like colorful?
See, look, that's a Valkyrie. Call Taika. Does anyone have Taika Waititi's phone number?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, give him a call and send him this. Tell him this is what a Valkyrie looks like.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing is, if Marvel did Wonder Woman, they would have put like every piece of clothing on her.
What does Valkyrie look like in the comic books?
If I had Taika with
like a Valkyrie.
I never saw what she looks like in the comics.
She looks like a Valkyrie.
Probably have mentioned what Valkyrie's supposed to look like. That would be down on the list. Because we'd probably be spending 3 hours talking about Thor: Love and Thunder.
I hate the actress. She's such a bitch. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, Tessa Thompson? Damn.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like her. Her face bothers me. She just acts like a bitch all the time.
Yes.
I
used to collect Defenders, the real Defenders, which is Doctor Strange, Nighthawk, Incredible Hulk, and Valkyrie. But Silver Surfer and Namor were part of the team in the beginning, and then they kind of like they would come and go. To me, the main team was Doctor Strange, Incredible Hulk, Valkyrie, Nighthawk. That's like quote unquote.
But Valkyrie an actual good character in the comics.
Yes, Brunhilde. She's awesome. She's awesome. And a Valkyrie is supposed to be a goddess that takes the souls of the dead who die in a proper battle, like a heroic Viking death, and she takes them to heaven. So a Viking who is probably a white person is going to imagine their goddesses to be like this. I'm sorry, you can't race swap. You can't race swap like people's religion or whatever.
I mean,
like,
I don't mind Idris Elba, but I don't know how different Idris Elba is that to that. But Idris Elba is great in those movies.
Right, but
I think people did have a problem with the.
But you also had him give Zeus a Italian accent.
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah. These early Defenders, I literally at one point in my life, I think Sean. I don't know if Sean knew me. I think Steve knew me though. I literally dedicated myself. I'm getting every Defenders comic. I was super focused. There's a lot of comics and it's hard to get them all.
Yeah.
I love Valkyrie. I couldn't wait to see Valkyrie. I was thinking, and then I saw Tessa Thompson. I'm like, oh my god, no! And then she is so irritating. I just can't stand her stupid.
Well, she's
face.
not a good actress anymore.
Even worse.
No,
she can't sell what she's given. You know.
No.
Yeah, even worse. She electrocutes the God of Thunder.
Yeah, it's like so stupid. Like, look at this. Why didn't they use this? Like, this looks like a modern. Like, this is a good modern Valkyrie. Like, this could have been a modern. Right?
Shouldn't the electricity not hurt him? I just thought about that. I didn't even think about that.
Like, look at this.
He couldn't be hurt by electricity. Thinking about it.
Like, couldn't they have used this then as a modernized version? Like, this is like comic version, but a little bit more, more epic. Yeah. I mean, there's one. Where's that one I just saw? Like, this is not too bad.
But then the virtue signaling couldn't happen.
right, exactly. I mean, then they would have had to go with. I'm saving this picture.
I think the worst one was what they did to Thor's friends and Sif.
Oh yeah,
that ruined Ragnarok for me. I hated that.
That was pretty bad.
This is.
I didn't like that they turned the Hulk into a child.
No, I liked him in the movie.
You know what though? That is kind of the Hulk, man. Like, I thought that was at least accurate to
it's the Hulk, yeah.
The character.
It was at least better what we have now.
Oh God, yes.
Oh, we agree on that.
You have to like Ragnarok was like a little like the angry Hulk that we know from.
Yes.
But when you get towards after Endgame, then
yeah. Hold on.
Well, even during
I really like Ang Lee's Hulk still.
I want to show you what I think was the Hulk at his peak. That's this here.
Are you gonna say Edward Norton?
God damn you!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we know that, Andrew.
It's not the peak though. I mean, he's good, but like he could have been so much
shut
more.
Your mouth. Shut your mouth.
There's Nighthawk.
Talking to me like a woman.
So this is Nighthawk.
Yeah.
You're talking to me like how Reed Richards would talk to Sue Storm.
So Nighthawk was like a bad guy, and then he became a good guy. I really want this bust. I keep wanting to grab this.
Well, what if they actually have that in the Fantastic Four movie?
Yeah.
Like him just like treating her like that.
That reminds me. I read recently that there was
watered him down though, Jordan. I would say drown them.
I read recently there was a post-credit scene production shoot that was cut out where apparently the events of the movie were being recorded by someone in the back of the building with a stretchy hand showing that Mr. Fantastic is alive.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, that's what I read somewhere.
I'm glad that didn't happen. Because, I don't know, John Krasinski, or whatever the fuck you call him, he was so boring. He was like, he had like no personality. I don't know. He was boring. I think he was very stiff in his role.
Stiff? You call this stiff?
Yeah.
You caused an incursion, and you're the one, Scarlet Witch.
All right, let's go to some good stuff here. Let's see something. What's it? Let's do Incredible.
How about the Sonic the Hedgehog comics? Those are really good. The Archie comic.
Walls and Grumman.
I don't think J-Man likes Sonic anyway.
I like Sonic. I played the first 3 games when they came out, got them the first day, drove to pick them up at the shop.
Sorry, again,
I actually did read it like recently.
I do remember that.
I think right after our last like talk, I actually like binged read like a bunch of like the beginning of Hulk basically. Like I think I read up to like issue 8 and like it was Hulk. I should watch. I'm gonna definitely read some more.
Yeah, this is the first Hulk comic right here.
Yeah. A lot of dialogue.
How that song go? Like belted by gamma rays.
Yes.
Unglamorous.
Yeah, ain't he unglamorous? Yeah,
that's nostalgia.
You're loving Hulk.
Never loving Hulk. No, but it's like, yeah, Dr. Banner, belted by gamma rays, turned into the Hulk. Ain't he unglamorous? It's like
when I was older and I realized.
I remember it. Wrecking the streets like something. Ain't he lovable or something? Oh, damn, I don't remember.
I remember I didn't even realize when I was a kid, of course, because I was a kid back then, but I'm sure you guys noticed immediately when they had the Iron Man 60s theme in the movie. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's the song we're trying to remember the Hulk version of.
Yeah.
There he's green in that panel.
There we are.
What was your favorite out of all of those? Was it the 60s Spider-Man or what?
Spider-Man. We didn't really see the other cartoons much when we were kids. They didn't.
Yeah, I didn't see those. I remember the Hulk one, but I don't remember the Captain America, the Thor one.
They didn't syndicate them here.
To me, they were motion comics, and we didn't get them in Canada. For us, we had Rocket Robin Hood. Like I would watch in the morning.
Yeah, I remember Rocket Robin Hood.
Yeah, Rocket Robin Hood.
And Rocket Robin Hood was the same guys as Spider-Man. So the Spider-Man cartoon, Hercules cartoon, and Rocket Robin
Hercules,
Hood.
Yeah. Now remember that the roar of every monster wasn't a roar; it was like or something like that. It was like weird. Yeah.
You remember the raccoons? I really like the raccoons.
Yeah, raccoons is cool.
Yeah, raccoons awesome.
That's like I swear that show is completely forgotten. Like it's actually hard to find it on the internet.
The end credit song was awesome, man.
The end credits song, "Run with Us." Lisa Loki or whatever.
Better than what? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
I love that. That show is great.
It's awesome. Yeah. No, the end credit song of the Raccoons was used in Hobo with a Shotgun.
Yeah.
And Sean.
I love that movie. What the hell?
Yeah. Now, Sean, Sean, were you guys with me when I met the director of Hobo with a Shotgun?
Yeah, I was with you.
You're with me. Did you talk to him as well or no?
Yeah, I did.
So Steve and I met the director of Hobo with a Shotgun. His name is Jason.
Awesome.
His name is Jason as well. So so he signed my
Jason.
Yeah, so he signed from one Jason to another, and he signed my copy of Hobo with a Shotgun. I saw that movie twice in the theater. I was blown away.
It actually was in theaters. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah,
it seemed like a smaller movie that wouldn't be in theaters.
It was in Canada, and they played the Raccoons, and I was remember Sean. We're like, they're playing Run with Us.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Run with us.
That's great.
Everything you need, yeah, come with us. We are free.
Yeah.
Come.
Prequel Rock always terrified me. Like whenever they go outside their cave, it terrified me every time. Like like the big monster guys or whatever in Fraggle Rock.
Oh, the big in Fraggle Rock, yeah.
Oh, Fraggle Rock's awesome.
Oh,
Did you watch the new Fraggle Rock? Did anyone watch the new one? Or
was there a new one? I didn't even know.
I know they're gonna make one, but I never.
Yeah, I think it was out.
It's puppets still.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's puppets. Yeah. Oh my god, what is this? Is that like a live action?
I have a feeling Sesame Street's gonna get canceled soon. I hope not, though.
Well, it's not on PBS anymore.
It's not.
No, it's on HBO Max in the States.
So
it's behind a paywall now.
Oh,
it's like
no,
that was,
WB has the control
of what it was for.
Whoa! Look at this.
Yeah. That's awesome. What the hell?
That is really cool. I didn't know that existed.
Did you know I made little characters of Rocket, Robin Hood, and Hercules. I didn't do Greatest American Hero. And his name kept changing. Do you remember that, Sean? They changed. It was Mr. Hanley, and then it was Hankley.
Oh wow, yeah.
Because there was some guy whose name was Hanley that went on some murder spree, and then they changed the character's name to Mr. Hankley or something. I'm like, okay, it was so weird. But Rocket Robin Hood is awesome, man.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I made a Hercules ring.
They made a Hercules ring actually. It was a rack toy, but yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, look at this. That's cool. Oh, Rocket Robin Hood comic? Oh, no, this is just some guy doing his own thing.
Yeah. And Friar Tuck would take one bite out of food and throw it behind him and take another bite and throw it behind him.
Yep.
Did you guys ever... Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see that thing about the Spider-Man costume that was made in the 50s? It was just some random
it was a
Halloween costume.
It was a Cooper. No. It was
something like that. Cooper something.
Yep.
What was with that? Was there ever an answer to that?
And the thing is, some people are like, well, did Steve Ditko see this? Because it's not quite the costume, but it is the layout of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Remember this trash costume?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh god, I remember this.
All of these costumes, hardly any of them were accurate. And usually they just had a picture of the guy. It's like, I'm Doctor Strange because I have a picture of Doctor Strange on.
Oh god, somebody made Spider-Man with that costume.
Yeah,
that's amazing. I hope there's a mod of that in the PS4 game eventually, since it's on PC now.
It's like Collegeville and Ben Cooper. Those are two big costume makers.
Hey, Arkham, there's your boy, Bob Kane. This is what Batman was supposed to look like until
Batman should have been looking like that.
No, Bill Finger made the
real costume, yeah. But I'm saying
this one right here. Yeah.
Oh, no, those are great.
I know.
Those are great, buddy.
I know the story of Bob Kane where he.
Bob Kane was a dick.
He was a dick. He stole all the credit of Bill Finger and acted like he did everything, but Bill Finger did.
Yeah, I remember there was this one thing about Stan Lee had dinner with him, and he was trying to get the waitress I don't know, his autograph or something like that, and he was bragging about, I don't know, making Batman or something. And so Stanley was just completely embarrassed. He was just...
Oh, hey, look. There's a picture of Bob Kane on the Tim Burton Batman.
Yeah, he was around for that, I remember. So I actually have this Flash Gordon. This is Flash Gordon that he's copying here. And I actually have that Flash Gordon strip that he's copying. I actually have this.
I kind of feel bad because he never actually he eventually got his recognition, his name cleared, but it was already too late. I think
it's like Lego Batman or something.
Well, he died in like the 70s.
No, I think it was.
Yeah, he died at 70, and like they eventually did the fix the wrongs of what Bob Kane did.
Arkham, would you read a Batman comic about like an alternate universe Batman where he looks like the first appearance, kind of like that?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, like the wide ears and everything. I have.
No, I mean like the red one that we just saw.
No, that's stupid. It's like they're not.
That's stupid.
So this is the Marc Silvestri stuff that's coming out.
Oh wow.
Oh, I'm excited about that one.
That's cool. That's some good art.
I'm getting this 1,000%.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, 100% getting this.
Zoom in to the middle one.
Look at that.
Yeah, that one.
Which one? This?
I'm like the guy at the end of Fanboys.
So
it's just like, what if it sucks?
It's coming out. When the hell is that coming out? I have it on my list. You know what? I just told my comic shop to save it for me, so I don't know exactly when it's coming out. Also, Sean, I don't know if you care about this, but Brigade Remastered is going to have airborne or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you said that in another stream.
So it's going to be this is going to be his take on like a Superman villain character.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a flip book. Brigade's going to be a flip book.
Oh, a flip book, eh?
Yeah. So there's the cover. That's the cover. That'll be the cover. I should say.
Yeah.
That looks interesting.
I thought it said Hero Brian for a second, like freaking Minecraft.
Is there a better picture?
You see on Twitter, someone posted that Ron Liefeld then in a comic.
No.
When he was first starting out, they credited him as Ron Liefeld, and then Ron Liefeld retweeted it saying, Ron's got a lot of potential or something.
Man, come on, that's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there. That's does anyone like Larry the Cable Guy? I saw him live.
Oh, I didn't know he was still alive.
Yeah.
What?
He goes, you know, they got a doctor at Walmart. So he's like, I went to the doctor at Walmart, and the guy's telling me I gotta get this. He's like, you know what, Doc? I'm going to Target for a second opinion.
So what you doing, Arkham? You drawing?
Yes, I'm finishing my drawing.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end it off there, or maybe we'll go for a little bit more. Let's go a little bit more.
This is what.
Let's see what you're drawing here. Oh, that's really nice. Hold on, let me make it full screen. Hold on.
Dun, 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 dun.
To be the next artist.
Is he standing on a book?
He's standing on a ledge or something.
Oh, on a ledge, yeah. No, it looked like pages.
You couldn't see because it was.
No, I'm doing it's based on the core vowels where he's in that epic shot where where there's a building outside of him and there's a ladder and he's standing on a building.
Why is this like not?
Hey, can you draw Batman with a gun?
I would never draw that.
Skeptic.
How about like a Nerf gun? How about that?
No.
Would that count?
No gun for Batman for me.
Well, he has a grapple hook. He could shoot people with that. He's done that before.
Did you ever get this one, Arkham?
I didn't draw that.
First Wave. It's called First Wave. And what it is it's DC Comics. I have every issue of this. So it's DC Comics, but it's a different universe, and there's nobody with superpowers.
Oh, that's
so there's no superpowers at all. So the main guys are Doc Savage, Batman, the Spirit. Who else came in there?
Spirit sounds familiar.
Yeah, the Spirit.
Superman like a weird? Is he existing at all?
There's no Superman because there's no aliens.
He just doesn't exist. Like Clark Kent doesn't exist.
Right. There's no aliens.
Yeah, it's in its own alternate universe.
It's like an alternate
universe. Like an alternate universe where Superman is just a regular guy. He was human.
Or Superman never existed.
No, because he's from another planet, so there's no such thing as aliens. At least coming to Earth at that time. So yeah. Yeah, this is the Spirit movie, but Spirit is an old character. That's in the blue version. That's the Spirit. So this is what's in that one.
You know, I think the scariest villain. I think definitely the scariest villain in like DC for sure is the IRS.
If I wanted to, I could be a DC artist.
Oh yeah, you could totally do it. You remember when the Joker was like terrified of the IRS?
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was in the new Adventures of Batman. Remember, he got tons of money. Joker becomes a millionaire and stuff.
Oh
See, gosh. Arkham knows your reference, Skeptic, because
he
knows every Batman thing.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, he says, "Oh, I could deal with Batman, but the IRS, oh no."
They're afraid of the IRS.
So I think the IRS is the scariest villain, like scarier than Darkseid even.
Can't argue with a confident man.
All right, guys. We're gonna end off there. Thanks to everybody coming on. We'll be back on Tuesday. Steve and I doing the wrestling stuff. No, we're not doing Action League this week, I don't think. So Thursday, Sean and I will be doing some comic stuff, and then we're gonna be doing that space opera stuff coming up. So if anybody wants to watch any of these movies, you can try to watch them, and you can do the verses with us if you want.
Did you hear Harley Quinn got renewed for season 4?
I'm buying it anyway, so even though I don't like it, I'm still buying it.
Harley Quinn.
I'm sick of the show. It was funny at first.
Yeah, I don't care about it at all. All right, guys, that's it. Talk to you later.
See you.
Hey, friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.